Welcome back to the game of chaos underneath the dome.
Hey, did you miss us?
Session 17 of D&D Unpolished.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I didn't take the longboat.
I've got it in front of me, so
That's probably where it ended up as the party.
it's still kind of hot. Yeah, the longbow has.
So Doug, that's why you keep them around.
Yeah, that's why I married him. So, the longbow has an enchantment or enchantment on it.
An enchantment for enchantment.
An enchantment on it.
Okay.
We don't know what the enchantments are. We just know that
an
it's there.
enchantment from
But
the
we know it's
school of
enchanted with the enchantment.
It's enchanted with something from the school of enchantment.
Alright. Do you remember what you're doing first, Casey? This is vitally important. There's something you had to do first.
Yes, I know exactly
No,
what I'm
the
doing
chest.
first.
No, it's not open the chest. You had something you needed
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I need to do.
Well, tell me, I don't.
Okay, am I awake yet?
Yeah, are we awake yet? Come on now.
Okay.
We have things to do here.
Hold on. 1 second. Drop.
So you guys were in the maze. You come to the center of the maze. You had your four companions there. You managed to get out with your plus ones. And
Yeah, oh yeah, we pissed somebody off with that.
those are good.
you asked about the creator of the realm that you were in.
That was mother.
They refer to as mother. She's been there forever. You're not sure why she pulled you into this place, but you passed through this portal, and as you did, you felt yourself rapidly flying through some space, and then you feel your heartbeat thump, and your shoulder blade hit the ground, dust flies up, you hear a whirling of wind, you hear screams as you come to consciousness, and as you're looking up, you see the night sky above you. Give me a perception check.
With which dice?
15.
Everyone
20.
was good.
I meant which of my 20 dice?
The one that rolled the highest.
Well, that
What
one
do you
won't.
get?
15.
Well,
Nat 20.
What'd you get?
Must be that
Well, I
spot.
rolled all three of them simultaneously, and one of them fell on the floor.
Pick Greg out of there, take that spot.
You're only gonna pick one.
Well, of course I'm going to take the biggest. That's a 6.
Okay.
well, that's your
One.
wisdom modifier.
Okay.
6 and what's... I have wisdom.
You two are catching your breath. You get a taste of dust in your mouth.
So 7.
7, right? And your head is still spinning. What you notice is when you hit, you bounce up onto your butt, and you're sitting and looking, and you see this big chest land about 10 feet away from your view. It's the biggest chest you've seen so far. It's probably 6 feet by 6 feet by 6 feet. What you see when you land, you bounce up onto your butt. You see the Storm Maiden just off from you, screaming. You see what looks like bodies of creatures being pulled out of the stands and being flung up into the air. You notice some of them are coming over are breaking through this wall of wind that the Storm Maiden has put up, and they're coming over the sides of the arena. As you look around, you see Stygian, you see Slitch, Stygian, and Tan, and you look over and you see Tan shove this silver ball of Triniston into a wound in Stygian's side. You watch as
I'm gonna come back in time a little bit.
Slitch takes the dagger that he was given, stabs it into Stygian, pulls it out, and then stabs it into Tan. Tan hits the ground. That's what you hear. Thump! And you look and you see this big chest land on the ground, and you hear thump, thump, thump coming from the chest.
They can't all hear The thumping.
With that roll, they don't see it.
They just see the chest.
Yeah.
I do know what Amy wanted to do as well. She wanted to run over and see if she could take the metal back out of stitching.
Okay,
She
so
wasn't sure how close she was to that.
Amy is still down in the pool area, the spa area that you guys came into this place, so she would not see or have known any of this.
Okay, that's what I said. I know what she wanted to do if she was able.
Alright.
So I just wanted to put that out.
What I want to do is my little gem that's floating around that has all of this knowledge.
That was the last of your yelling at the thing.
I call it back to me,
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay.
and I ask it if I can call it jade, because it's green, emerald,
Okay.
and I want it to take as many still images as it can of what's going on.
Give me another perception check.
I want to cast Mage Hand and command it to go get the bag of holdings off of Cam's body.
13.
We got chest duty.
You look around, all
What's that?
around, and with that
Get
roll,
that chest open.
you do not see your gem or her gem
They
or
got
his gem,
Things that they're doing.
or you don't see the gem that was with
The one they're
Sledge.
doing now.
Um,
One of us gets
you
the chest,
call-
the other one covers the back.
There's
Most
so much
efficiently.
wind and noise. You look up, you see stars, but you don't see your gem anywhere.
None of the gems?
None of the gems.
Damn it. Oh,
And you've got Mage
I'm
Hand.
going to keep looking for it.
Mage Hand only lifts like what, 10 pounds?
Yeah, I'm just sending it after the bag of holding off of Cam's body.
Okay.
Is
If you,
Tan dead?
He just got stabbed in the collarbone.
you've got 10, probably weighs 60 pounds, laying on that bag. Your Mage Hand isn't going to be able to get it. You can send it after it, but it's not going to be able to pick it up.
Can I pull it?
It could definitely pull 10 pounds of it, but it's not going to. I mean,
is he laying on it or?
yeah, he fell over. He's on it. I'm assuming he had it strapped crosswise across him. He's laying flat on his back. The bag would be about right here. The Mage Hand could take it and pull on it, and if you gave it enough time, maybe it could work its way out, but it's going to take a long time.
We could always blast his belt with some
Let me double check.
fire bolts to break the belt so it will come off.
I mean, there's a lot.
Well, but it is a magic item. I don't want to destroy it.
Not the bag, the belt that it's attached to.
Oh yeah, because he was just saying it was strapped around him.
Well, he had it on sling fashion. So.
Yeah.
So we could just run over and,
Remove it.
yeah, grab it from him.
Mage hand has to be within 30 feet of me. And yeah, the hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds, but it should be able to get that. bag of
What
holding.
about your spears and your daggers? Can you cut whatever's holding it?
Yeah, except
We'd
I'm
have to
over
get there.
here and he's over here, and I was just sending the mage hand
Oh.
to do it quickly. Yeah, with my hand.
Alright. And
So am I passed out, asleep, what?
You're just kind of dazed on the
Stand
ground.
up.
Dazed.
And you guys, I seen the chest land, right?
I'm heading for the chest.
Yeah, we all seen the chest.
Okay, if I see that they're headed for it, I'm gonna head this way. I'm after the bag.
I'm after the chest.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Ooh, almost got a 20.
Not you, just Casey.
Oh.
20, not natural.
Okay. You get up, and as soon as you start headed toward here, you see this skeletal figure climb up over the railing and drop down, and he's readying a bow.
Can the rest of us see it?
Roll me a perception check.
No. Nope.
You wouldn't see it.
14, 18.
You're headed to the headed to the chest.
Yeah.
You hear her say she's going for the bag. You turn to look, and just as you turn to look, you see this thing come over the railing.
Over the wall.
Okay.
What's your character's
You
name?
have an act.
What?
Tennis, right?
Canathar.
Panther.
Now hold on.
Yeah.
You've got an action and a movement. And he's gonna say
How
he's
far am I from 10?
10, you're probably 30 feet away, and this guy's readying a bow at about 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna continue running to 10, and then I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
I say, if it doesn't, we got problems.
Okay, and Eldritch Blast
I thought that was obvious.
That we have problems? I mean, yeah, but you know,
I forgot.
we hide it well.
I forgot how much Eldritch Blast.
Fake it till you make it. Been my philosophy of life.
I spent a lot of time faking.
It's been like a month since we played. I forgot how much damage it
Oh, shut up.
Sorry.
Probably not.
Sorry, Rose. I couldn't help that one. That was too open a door.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, it takes
1d10.
8 points damage.
Okay, it takes 8 points of damage, and it's. Oh, and when you landed, all of your spell slots are filled and you're fully rested.
Sweet.
Is my ring recovered?
You just gave us a Christmas present there, Doug.
And your ring has recovered.
So my rogues have
You
too.
have shape-shifting on your shape-shifting.
And this guy's gonna take a shot at you.
That means I can change into a form.
And what's your AC?
90.
Yeah.
16.
Or something.
Okay.
You'll be fighting. Wait until you figure out what you
He
need
sends
first.
a arrow flying past your head, and taking his full movement and comes right up to you. What are you gonna do? Okay, what are you gonna do, Justin?
I want to go to the chest.
You're gonna go over the chest too?
I'm going to move myself towards the chest, but I want to take a strike at the skeleton.
What are you firing with?
Firebolt!
Attack.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Where's my d10s right there?
So in using a quarterstaff, do
Oh.
I add my strength
Woohoo!
or my dex?
It's a good question.
When
Yes.
you what?
When I use a quarterstaff.
I would say dex.
It depends.
That's a finesse weapon, I believe, so it can
Yeah.
use either. So whichever is the best bonus for you.
That'd be dex.
I'll double check, but I believe that is a finesse weapon.
I believe
I mean,
you're
I
right.
can sit and Eldritch Blasting, but I have this new quarterstaff, but I don't know what it does.
Doug?
And I want to see.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. This guy gets slammed and falls into a pile of bones against this wall.
With a whole
So
3
we'll be
points?
finding out. Well, I hit with 8.
She hit it for 8. So.
Yeah. I was like, you must have got it really close to death at that point in time, because 3 points is...
Okay.
No, quarterstaff is versatile, so it does not use your dex, but it does use... You can use a 200 to increase the damage.
Okay.
Alright, what are you gonna do, Justin?
I am moving towards the chest.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
And I am continuing to look around for the gems.
Hi.
Oh, jeez, that's a 4.
Give me a perception check.
Alright, guys, you're going
Oh,
to jail.
well, I mean, you're gonna roll a 1.
I got
We
20.
got polar opposites. I got a nat 1.
She got a nat 20.
Okay. As
16.
you're running towards the chest, you hear in the wind a voice screaming. You turn and look, and you see another creature come over the barrier, and it's coming at you full speed. What'd you get on perception?
I got a 4.
You didn't see anything.
You can use your passive perception as long as
Oh,
it's
well.
a nat 1.
Then I got an 11.
I was going to tell you that too. You can use your passive, which
Give
for
me,
you
uh,
would be.
Hey, Kavil, give me a dex. Adelaide.
Get it together, DM.
I only remember because my paper sheet is in front of me.
Okay, Adelaide, give me a dexterity check.
Wow, my dice hate me. That was a 1.
A 1. As you're reaching down to get the bag away from
2 ones in a row. I suck.
No, you don't suck. The dice sucks. Get a different dice.
I think I'm, what do they call it when you change dimensions and you're a little sick afterwards?
Dimensional sickness?
What's that? Jet lag?
Basically.
I think I'm struggling a little.
As you reach down to grab the bag, you feel like wind wraps around your face, wraps around your waist, and you feel yourself being lifted off the ground. Give me a perception check.
Okay, now I get a nat 20.
Yay!
Nat 20. As you're being lifted off the ground, you look over and see that Slitch is being lifted off the ground with you. You drop, and you take 6 points of damage, and Slitch goes flying up and out of the arena. Give me a perception check.
I get the feeling we're not going to get that bag of holding no matter how hard we try.
18.
Am I doing another one?
Yeah.
A perception?
Yeah.
Wow.
So 18.
18. And
And I got natural 18, so what do I add?
1.
19.
you guys that got the 18, you see Adelaide lifted up and drop, and you see Stygian go flying
I
up
thought it was Slitch.
or Slits go flying up out of the arena. And as you see him go up, you see 4 lights come over the edge of the stone. One of them catches him and goes flying off into the night. The Storm Maiden moves over and starts picking up Stygian. Yeah.
What is Drake's character doing right now?
Just laying on the ground.
From where you're at, he seems to just be unconscious on the ground. Actually, he's going to come up here.
Well, crap, there goes all our treasure.
Well, I'm standing back up
Okay.
for my movement. I'm gonna run back over here, and I guess
As you go running over there,
You should yell something at
you
us
see-
if you're getting attacked.
you see Tan's wife and child on all fours loping towards him. And you see that their skin is gray, their eyes are sunken, they've got claws.
they're possessed.
Yeah, there's some,
Okay, I just want to see what I can do about grabbing the bag of holding really quick.
Can we get the chest open yet?
try to open the chest.
Are we at the chest yet?
We're at the chest. We've been there for a while. They've been 3 movements, so.
Okay.
19
I don't think I
plus
can
my
save
strength
him.
bonus, right?
With a glance at Tan, is there any way I can save him?
He seems unconscious and unmoving. I mean, if you want to check for vital signs, you can.
They're gonna be on top of him. Check for pulse while I remove the bag.
Give me a dexterity. Give me an intelligence check. See if you can do both at once.
Intelligence is going to give me I got an 8. Okay, why do my dice suddenly hate me? They were rolling decent.
22 to open
Yeah.
the chest.
Did you want to help him?
Yeah, I got a 19.
And did you want to help him open the
Over
chest?
here.
Yes, I do.
Okay. The chest, as you approach it, you put your hands on it, the lid immediately pops open, and you see this little dude jump out in front of you. He looks like a little skeleton. He's got a feathered hat, a green overcoat, and he looks around at you guys like,
The hell are you?
remember what did you find in the labyrinth? You came across this little dude. He's the one that led you to the center of the maze.
Oh,
And remember there was a heart-shaped garnet?
we put the heart in the chest of it. It was the, we thought it was, I don't want to say wraith. I'm trying to think what it's called.
A lich.
Lich, yeah, the lich.
Little goblin lich. Skeleton goblin lich.
Welcome to the party.
And he looks at you like, and he
You're an
looks
idiot.
around, and he's just like, okay, I mean, he just stares at you. And the lid of the chest is open.
What's inside of it?
Is there anything else in it?
Yeah, you guys go over there, you inspect the chest, and you find 2 scimitars. One with a blade etched with fire, the other one with a blade etched with ice.
That's all our stuff.
Yeah, you find 4 enchanted daggers, you find 1 gold quarterstaff, 1 suit of enchanted armor, a compass, a spear, an onyx quarterstaff with necro, illusion, and conjuration magic,
What's the compass?
1 longbow.
Did we have a compass?
Yes, there was a compass if you paid attention. If you remembered.
Well, it's been a month.
It's been at least a month. You have 1 longbow with an enchantment. You have a wizard's ink and quill. You each have a gold bar.
I swear I wrote all
Hey,
this
do I
down.
have my pure elemental water?
Yes.
Or, no, eternal water.
Yeah, each of you who grabbed a bottle of the eternal water, you find 1 of those in there. You have 2 large healing potions in this trunk as well.
So this is all the stuff that we picked up in the other.
And then there should have been like vials with the gray
Yep.
stuff and
You-
the charms.
Yep, there's 7 vials with 7 charms.
You had the charms and I had the vials. In the
Right.
back.
Start gathering up all this stuff.
Gather, gather, gather.
We're gonna grab it.
And run for. Where's the entrance to that tunnel thing?
Now, is this something attacking us?
This guy's going to give a sneak attack to Justin because your back is turned and your attention
Elsewhere.
is elsewhere. What's your AC?
AC 15.
15.
Shouldn't it be higher than that?
I thought we put that armor on.
Oh yeah, it is. So that with that armor, it'd be 18 then. But would I have the armor on right now? Is the question. Where everything was
No,
in the
you
chest.
wouldn't because everything is in the chest.
So it'd still be 15.
Alright, and he's going to hit you for 6 damage. Slashing damage.
You gonna scream and let us know?
I'll do. Yeah, screaming in multiple languages. I lost my pencil. Thank you. 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, Rose.
20.
Tell us. Tell us.
That one likes
You hear footsteps behind you, you turn and you see this thing coming at you, sword raised. Roll for initiative.
I am
Roll for
11 and plus whatever modifiers I allowed.
2.
11,
So
12,
13.
13. He's going to take a swipe at you. What's your AC?
It is 14.
14. He comes running up and sinks his sword into the sand right next to your foot.
Okay.
Okay. Now
I got a dumb idea.
What other kind is there when it comes to D&D?
How many of these creatures are approaching us right now? Doing a quick glance around.
You just see these 2.
I want
Okay.
to test out that new staff I have that's enchanted.
So it's in the chest.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Yeah,
So
we
you
grabbed everything
You
out.
can
Yeah, where's-
use your action to get to chest and to get into the chest, but you won't be able to attack him with it this round. But you can use whatever else you got. You can move, you can try to hit him.
Get the stuff out of the chest. I'll
Can
take care
I
of these.
transform into a bear and eat the guy?
Yeah, you can use your action to transform into
Hey,
a
just
bear.
remember you only get 2 transformations for long rest. Right?
What do you recommend then?
I'm just saying, just remember that. I'm not saying don't do it.
I understand, but what do you recommend?
My suggestion is we grab the stuff and run for the hole. I'll try to hold him off while you guys are doing that. And then we'll just get in the hole and regroup at that point.
Isn't the turning into a bear a little bit? I can protect everybody with it?
You could, yeah. So that would be a good one.
If that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
do it. I mean, you're in the middle of a battle. You're not going to stop and ask for
Yeah.
advice.
Okay, I'm turning into a bear and I'm trying to attack anything and everything that is attacking us.
Okay, roll for an attack.
16.
You hit. What damage do you do as a bear?
Monster manual.
Which dice? Is it this?
No, you got to find what the stats are for the bear and how much damage you do.
first.
I'm working on that right now.
It should be 2 attacks, I think. Because you should have biting and clawing.
Black bear, right?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Actions. Multi-attack. The bear makes 2 attacks. One with its bite and one with its claws. The bite weapon attack is +4 to hit. And does 1d6 +2 piercing.
And so you get 2 attacks each round. So you get to roll another attack.
How much was your first attack?
Yeah, you roll damage for that.
Yeah, you're confusing her.
Which
Roll a
dice?
6-sided dice and add 2 to it. 7.
7. So you take 7 damage.
Alright, now your second attack, make another attack with a 20.
That's a 6.
And add 4 to that.
So you get
10.
10.
Okay, first attack hits, second attack misses.
Okay.
You
Gotcha.
slash this guy for 6, what was it, 6 damage?
7.
7 damage?
That's, the first one is a bite, so she bites into it.
Yeah, so you're now biting into
Can I,
this.
can I swing
Is
him
there
around?
anything about knocking
Next
them prone when she attacks?
No.
Okay. Okay, so are you gonna attack or are you gonna run?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of the gear out of the.
Okay, so you're going over to get into the chest.
Mm.
And okay.
I'm
This-
just gonna
this
scoop,
guy-
big scoop.
Where is the entrance to that arena that we came in
It
at?
would be here.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna run over and you're just gonna grab an armload of stuff. Okay? And we're gonna say you come out of there with both the scimitars and the dagger and the golden staff. That's as much as you can get your arms around that quickly. And this little dude watches you do it, turns around, watches. What are you gonna do?
Can we tell him to grab some stuff out of the chest?
You can certainly try. Hold on.
I'm going to attack the guy behind me first.
Okay. You spin around.
Wait, that's our friendly dude, isn't it?
No, that's the guy
Oh,
just
No,
hit
he's
me.
attacking.
Okay. This was the friendly dude.
Yes.
That's the friendly.
19,
Yes.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And the damage on it would be my silver ones, which is 26. Plus, here, let me do some math. 4, 5. My brain isn't braining for a second here.
Love it when that happens.
Not my favorite thing.
It's 4, plus 5. Okay. Does that not sound right? Alright. That would be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay. What are you doing?
How close are these guys?
They're right on top. They're.
I still got the second attack though.
Yeah, that's true. You get a second.
Yes.
That's why it didn't sound like enough.
Well, no, just going. I'm still round behind.
Okay.
Second one is only a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
I'm
make
going
me
to-
drop all this stuff and help you guys fight.
I'm going to attempt to grab the bag
Okay.
and run because I don't think I can help him. And dragging him is going to slow me down.
Give me a dexterity check.
Wow.
What is it?
7.
7. You get a hold of it and you try to get it out around his arm and over his neck. And as you do that, these two pounce on his body and just start biting chunks off of it.
That's disgusting.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see that?
I'm just going to keep a hold of the bag and keep going.
Okay, I got a nat 20.
You've got an armful of thing, and you look up and wondering why people aren't helping you, and you see at the other end of the arena, it looks like Adelaide's being mobbed, and she's trying to get away.
I'm gonna yell, cut the strap! Quit trying to get it off and cut the strap!
Okay.
Tan stole all my daggers
Okay. So,
and wouldn't give them back.
wow.
You have no daggers on you.
No, because the ones that we picked up in that room were in here.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have a
Tan
spell
took
that
all
could,
my
like,
daggers.
All right.
firebolt it?
This guy's gonna try to take a swipe at you, Rose.
Do you need the black bear
And
information?
what's the?
No, I just looked it up.
Okay, good. Then I don't need to be holding on to this.
What's your AC for the black bear?
Black bear AC is 11.
11. Okay, so this guy's going to attack your black bear form, and you're going to take 1 point of damage. Your black bear
The
form.
black bear form takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So remember, when you reach the hit points of 19, so you can take 19 hit points, then you revert back to yourself.
We'll start taking the damage. So
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 18 points left.
Okay.
Yep. Definitely write it down.
we'll
Right.
take a 20-sided dice, just put it at 18 to keep track of it.
Yeah, just some way to keep track.
All right. So now it's your turn. You want to try to attack this guy again?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to bite him and shake him all over the place.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Plus 4.
17.
17 hits. Roll for damage.
Maybe I'll just say it. Sorry, she's making notes really quick for where she's at.
Sorry, now what was I supposed to do?
Roll for damage. Plus.
+4, wasn't it?
No, plus 2 on that.
Aha!
Plus 3.
That's the dice. I'm
Now
looking
roll
for.
your second attack. Because now you bit him. And you did 2 points of damage. Or no, 3 points of damage.
6. Plus
No, you got
have
to
to roll
attack.
to
No.
attack. First.
12.
Plus 4 makes 16.
16.
And that hits.
So she gets a plus 4 to attack and a plus 2 to damage.
Okay.
Okay. So you take this guy successfully to the ground.
So that was 8 points.
You're on top of him, and he's not dead, but he's all but dead.
Let me chew on his throat.
It's a skeleton. I
So
don't
we've
know.
got
I think it's a skeleton.
we've done you. You're sitting there with an armful of gear, and this little skeleton dude with a feathery hat is staring at you like,
I'm going to tell him to reach into the chest and grab some of the stuff out.
As much as you can.
okay, he's gonna reach into the chest. He's gonna pull out the compass, hold it in one hand, pull out a bow, hold it up in the other hand, and stare at you.
Yeah, this guy's
I think he's
He's
enchanted.
intelligence.
We don't know what attack he can do, so.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell him to follow me, and I'm going to run towards.
Is there anything else left in the chest?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Because I didn't get all of it.
Yeah. Let's see. You got the 2 scimitars, the daggers, and a gold quarterstaff. I think that's what you. And a piece of the suit of armor. Okay.
And he got the compass and the bow.
Compass and the bow.
It's only one piece of the suit armor?
Yeah.
Well, that's all I grabbed. That's all
Oh.
I just went like this and grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like a greave dangling from like part of him.
If it were me, I'd be
And
pulling all my clothes
what are you
out
gonna do?
and using
I'm going
blah,
to
blah,
tell
blah.
the little goblin lich to follow me,
You can get that.
and we're
back
going to
me, I
start
can
towards
cover us.
the little hole over there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get over to Stitchin and do what Amy was
Okay.
doing. See if I can take the Trinity.
Yeah.
I hope he follows.
Give me a perception check.
Which one of us?
You.
I'm going to tell them that I'm running towards the opening there and take off running.
16.
16. As you're battling this dude, you see Justin run out of your peripheral vision with his arms, with a bunch of stuff in his arms, just booking it, and right behind him you see the little goblin dude with a bow raised in one hand and a compass raised in the other, just trucking right on it.
That works.
Feathers floating in the wind. Okay. You're gonna do what? You've got these 2 guys. They're just gnawing bits and pieces of them off. You've got the bag of holding. Give me a dexterity check to see if you can get it off.
Much better this time. 21.
Okay.
Finally!
I know.
You managed to get.
Apparently my this doesn't love me today.
You managed to get the bag of holding off of him. Give me a perception check to see if you notice what's going on.
Wow. Nope. 12. Because that's my passive and I didn't roll 1.
You didn't notice. Yeah. That's what
Okay,
you.
so I'm gonna start running back towards Phoebe
Okay.
and let her know I got a bag of holding.
Okay.
So is that 30 feet?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay, and then I'm gonna head towards this and see if it's empty.
Okay. That's what you're doing. What are
Okay,
you gonna-
let's,
Me?
and when I run by you, I'm gonna
Did you
tell
have
you.
the last attack?
We're
or
gonna
did
meet
he?
in the
I think
bathhouse where we
you had
came
the
in.
last attack.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try to attack you,
Try to get there.
and he misses terribly.
Can I see a deal?
I got my
No, you
good
cannot.
damage dice. It's all skulls. First attack on him. Let's finish him off. 18 plus 5? Yeah, that's easily 20 something.
Uh-huh.
And 5. 6 points. Yeah, 6 points of damage.
Okay, and this guy bites the dust. Give me a perception check.
Looking around to see what else is there enemy-wise. 14.
You look around, you don't see anything else. You notice that the Colosseum looks like it's pretty much emptied out. You feel a whoosh, like all the air is being sucked away from you over to here, and you see the Storm Maiden with Stygian in her arms going up and out of the Colosseum.
Okay.
And when she crosses out of sight over the edge, everything grows quiet. There's no wind. It's just peaceful. You see these 3 balls of light come flying down into the arena, and your Alexa comes flying up right next to you. Your Jade comes flying up next to you, and Azure.
She has to pick the hard name for you, you know.
Yeah. Comes flying back to you, and you notice as you're running, everything calms down. You get to about here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop running and start looking around.
Yeah, you notice your Jade comes down. She swirls around you like she's just there.
Like she's been there the whole time.
It's like she hasn't been told what to do, but she's yours and she's there. Yeah.
Load up the bag of holding. Look around. Is there any enemies around us?
Colosseum is cleared out. You do see,
These 2, are they still here?
yeah, except for those 2, they're munching away on Tan's body.
Azure, is there anything we can do to help him?
And she says, well, what would you suggest?
I'm not sure. You went through those books in that library. Do you remember the information?
While she's talking, grab the bag of holding from her, start loading stuff up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back to put stuff in the bag of holding.
Okay, and the guy just follows you like this, bouncing along with his bow and a compass in one hand.
You got a friend.
And
Is there any spells or enchantments that we can do to help Tan? To save him?
and,
Would entangle work to help him?
No.
Or
um,
thorn whip?
We don't want to kill him.
Not him, them.
That would just
He's following us around. So.
well,
no Tan.
Oh.
I did scan the books, but they're not really a language I can understand. Perhaps you could if I showed them to you. And she flies over here.
Justin for you.
She flies over, and she hovers above what's going on, and she comes back. Well, there's not much of him left.
Has been
Never
eaten?
mind.
By his wife and child.
That he
Abandoned.
abandoned, yeah. I guess it serves him right.
Okay.
I know.
Is he not coming back?
Not for a long while. I
Oh
guess
my
no.
goodness.
Okay, go help load the stuff out of the chest into the bag of holding. So, have I
I need
noticed
some
yet
chocolate.
that everything's going on, or everything's
Calm down.
yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you guys look around. You see that the viewing box at the far end with seating. You see the stands where all the creatures were. You can see where the roof has just been torn off the Colosseum. You've got cliffs from the top of the Colosseum. They go up a good 30, 40 feet, stone walls. Not much to cling to if you're wanting to try to climb it. You've got this way out, which is through the pond you came in on. You know that there's a hallway leading to the Colosseum that you just have to find. Or you could always try to take the red carpet out over the top.
Yeah, A, B, and C no longer has value.
Yeah.
So what do we do now, guys?
Azure,
Replan.
Azure. Do you or Jade or Alexa, do either of the 3 of you know
Where we are or how to get
where
out?
everything went? Where are all the creatures that were here?
Well, the winds scattered the creatures and the stones and just about everything.
So they still exist, just not in the city.
Well, not here. They're probably scattered. If they're alive, they're scattered out in the woods and the forest. it's quite a mess out there. The storm maiden did a fine job of making a crash.
Do you know where Slitch is?
No, I saw him leave with Spec.
Spec.
She took him.
Can
Oh,
you send
uh,
messages through Spec?
I can talk to Spec.
Can you have her tell Slitch that I am sorry for Tan's actions,
Okay.
and if there's anything we can do. I don't know how we can help, but is there a way to remove the Trinity from Stygian? Is there something that we can do to help in that?
I'll relay the message.
Thank you. And like I said, I'll be talking to her while I'm unloading stuff in the chest,
Okay.
so we can get everything into
So
the bag.
you guys get everything in the bag of holding that was in the chest. Okay, make sure you got a list of all that stuff.
Casey's got it for us.
No, I actually don't have everything written down. I thought I did, but I don't. Okay.
There's
so,
the compass.
Let's say I don't
so
know
I
anything
have-
about a compass.
I
I don't remember
have the 2 quarterstaffs, the long bow, 4 daggers, 1 with enchantment. That's right, they were all 4 enchanted. So the 4 enchanted daggers, and then we had the compass.
The spear.
Say I have written down
Quarterstaffs.
the onyx quarterstaff.
You
And
have
there's
the
the
onyx
2
and copper
scimitars.
quarterstaff.
Scimitars, that's what I meant.
Those are what I'm on this list. Before our spell slots are returned, somebody can do
1,
identify.
9, yeah. And 1. What was
Question
so
is,
there
are we
was
in the
one?
spot where we
There was a
can?
flame on one of the scimitars, and what was on the other?
Flame and
Ice.
ice.
Okay. Once we get to a place where we can take a long rest, I'll absolutely do the identity
Yeah.
thing.
The question is, where do we go now?
Yeah, how do we get out of here?
Okay, well,
I
Henry
had
could
an
try-
idea.
Okay, so compass,
I'm
spear,
listening.
2 scimitars.
You got a gold quarterstaff. Okay.
Okay, and that one, was that the conjuration or the enchantment one? Or was that his?
No, mine was onyx.
His was the onyx. He's got necro, illusion, and conjuration magic on his.
You have that written down.
And you had
Mhm.
a gold quarterstaff with enchantment,
Okay, so yours is the gold one.
and you got a silver quarterstaff with conjuration,
That one's mine.
and the wizard's ink and quill, and a gold bar piece.
I had an idea. Since we don't know where to go, I could transform into like a bird and search.
The wizard, ink, and quill, and what? Oh, gold bar each.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, that's a big old mug. That's a
Okay.
Knight's Helmet mug.
Okay, I think that's everything.
That's pretty cool.
I just thought about it. I hadn't had a chance to show you that yet.
Is that everything?
That's everything I've got written down.
Okay.
Oh,
then
and
we
you do have the
the
7 vials with the 7
7
charms.
vials and the charms. I'll have to get the charms from you later.
We all have a piece of paper that says +1, right?
No, you lost those.
Did we use those?
Oh, and you do get 2 bottles of eternal liquid and 2 large healing potions.
Okay, so 2 bottles.
Of elemental eternal water.
Eternal water.
And then our paints. But I think that was before.
That was part of the wizard ink and quill.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 bottles eternal water.
2 large healing potions.
And 2 large. Okay, and how many points are they worth?
It's a large healing potion.
I think they're 20, you roll a d20. Roll average.
Okay, so were we gonna still do the where you drink the whole thing, or were you gonna just
That's
take a sip or
goals.
2 off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can do that either way.
Okay.
Wicked.
So I have to roll D6 for damage. I like that one.
Okay, so the 2 bottles of eternal. Oh, look, I can't spell eternal.
Is this
Yeah, we know.
one that you can't spell?
Yeah.
No, that's one that I got on Wish.
I'm out of
Wish? It's like a
I'm
team.
out of practice on my notebook.
Kind of before I don't know anything about
Okay,
Timu, but I
so
think
2
Timu is
eternal
like the new
waters,
Wish.
2 large healing potions,
Sure.
and now I get the 7 charms from
See,
you.
look at that.
Right.
6
Like a
gold.
website.
There we are, and then
That's
7
cool.
vials.
It takes like 3 months to get it.
And,
Wish.
Yeah,
That's been around like for years.
Yeah.
I forgot all
Yeah,
about
you
that.
get
then
check-
we have Lich, following us.
And when you get everything out of the chest, you see it go and just disappear in smoke.
Good thing none of us was hiding it.
Makes me wonder if it
Okay.
would disappear
Give
if
me,
one of us was weighing
give
it
me
down.
one last perception check just to see.
Ah,
Alexis,
yeah, no.
And you see her perk up and start bouncing in front of you.
I didn't know if we have any enemies within range of us, so we don't have anything sneaking up on us. Could you do a scan for me?
Yeah, she goes flying up. She comes back down. Nothing in the immediate area except for him. And she kind of motions towards the other side of the arena.
Turn and look.
And you see what looks like a body slumped over.
Who is it?
Is it Vargas? Because that was the character we were using for Vargas. Ooh.
Let's walk over and surround him.
Yeah, is he
Casually.
dead? Is he
Yes.
dead? Dead?
I want to definitely check and see if he is dead.
Just literally make a circle around him.
Hello, Vargas. He's still following 10.
Yeah.
Is that one dead?
Me too.
Yeah. And if you didn't take the compass and bow from it, he's still holding the bow and the compass.
Yeah, we took him and put him in the.
Okay.
So he didn't have to hold him out, but we told him to follow us.
You see him and you take a good look at him, and he's not moving, and he's not breathing, but you do notice that his face now reminds you of what was his name? The first guy you encountered.
The one we're looking for?
No, he looks like the automaton.
Stevenson?
Stevenson.
Stevenson, yeah.
His different facial features, but you can see there's a hinge in his jaw. His eyes look
Oh,
like they're
no.
mechanical.
I
It's
tell
the dude
Jay.
we were looking for, isn't it?
I don't know, that was
Yes.
before I joined you guys.
Yes. Vargas
Okay.
and Brickenbrack were,
Brickenbrack.
Brick-a-brack.
were the same person.
Were you Brickenbrack?
I'm going to tell Jade to take some still images of him.
Okay. Then she comes over and you hear a camera shutter. And she takes about 10 still images in different angles.
Yeah, different angles.
Were you Brickenbrack?
And you just see like a puppet, like a ventriloquist puppet staring back at you, half a smile on his face.
So is it like an automaton type of thing, or is it an actual living thing?
I think Brickenbrack was the creator of the automaton that we ran into.
So this
That's
is
what we thought, but we never really.
Yeah.
So this might be a
That's what we're
decoy.
saying, we think.
This might not be the original.
Say, I
And
personally never
Should we take
was.
his head?
You guys remember what the deal was with Brickenbrack? What were you supposed to do once you got him?
Bring him back.
Or evidence of it. So I'm thinking take off the head, shove it in the bag of holding.
Well, Stevenson said bring him back in whatever condition you find him. Those were the instructions.
If he's a piece of machinery, can we take him apart, put the parts in the bag of holding?
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Yeah. What would be the easiest way to?
Actually, those chests, we
Mm-hmm.
just need 2 of them.
Chests.
The ones with the body parts in them.
Uh-huh. They're all in the bag of
We
holding.
can put his head in one and his body in another.
Those chests aren't
So-
big enough to.
No, those chests are small.
Yeah, those are small.
Okay, at least put his head in one.
You don't even got enough room. It's got enough room for the body part you found.
Why do we need the chest is the question.
I'm just wanting to keep his head away from his body so that he can't become Vargas again.
Reassemble.
So we could.
That's
put,
easy. Just take the head, leave the rest of the body here.
but we have to bring back
We
the
have
whole
to bring
body.
The whole body back.
You have to bring the whole body back?
So we could.
Feeling my husband with 8 inches.
Oh! What does that second magic carpet do?
It's a constrictor one.
It will kill and devour. You'd never get the parts back from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was an idea.
Say we could roll his body up in the actual flying carpet,
Trying to figure out how to take his body.
It's so
And we
simple. We're overthinking.
and we could put his head in one of our backpacks.
I said let's put his head in the bag of holding and then separate the other body, head and body in there. All the limbs, each one of us can carry a limb in our own gear.
Okay.
Ew, carry on
As
the limb.
you
I don't
guys-
carry something
As you guys
else.
inspect the body, you're looking at it and see if it comes apart.
Creepy.
It looks
robot.
like
It's a robot?
Yeah.
like an
Oh,
automaton,
never mind.
but it feels like flesh and bone.
Oh.
It feels like flesh and bone. That's just creepy.
It's a shame that we left our cart back in the one city.
Dude, that's been so long ago.
Is there a cart around in the arena?
Give me a perception check.
No.
It's just easy. We all have backpacks. Each put an arm or a leg in the backpack.
18.
You look around. You see some chairs up in the box. There's nothing that looks like it would roll on wheels.
We could tie him to a chair and just drag him.
Oh, we could just have our little friend here carry him.
Is he strong enough? I'm gonna ask you. Can you carry this body? I'm asking this too.
Oh,
Our little goblin lich.
he looks at you and he walks over and he gets behind him and sticks his arms underneath him and lifts him up over his head, and you see the body, arms and legs flailing. You see the staff he had to drop to the ground. You see several pieces of jewelry fall off, and he's got him over his head. And he's bouncing like. And he's
You want another staff? I think you need another staff.
I don't think he does. I think we need to see what it does first.
And he's just kind of swaying like this way, you know.
I still think we should take it though.
Yes, we definitely should put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
And
And
also
the jewelry.
Along with his
and
jewelry.
stuff. Yeah, we'll gather all that stuff up. And then where do we want to go from here?
Dumb question before you get to that point. You want to keep all the body parts together, but we're hauling it off in one piece.
Well, it was flesh and bone. It wasn't
Let's-
actually an automaton.
Yeah, actually, I'm wondering how to contain him.
I have a better idea. Let's take some rope, tie it up, and then he just drags them.
Do we have rope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But won't it wear the rope out if we do that?
Only if you drag the rope on the ground, right? If it's
So if we tie him up and have the goblin carry him, then that should be good, yeah?
There's some chairs around here.
It's stadium
yeah.
seating. You see chairs up in the box,
All right.
and the box is probably 20 feet up.
There's boards, though, for the seating for the people, right?
And nope, it's all carved out of the stone.
Oh, never mind then.
Okay, little Mr. Goblin, we need to give you a name. Let's put him down for a minute so we can tie him up, and then I'll have you carry him, okay?
And he just lets it fall off, and he steps forward. The body hits the ground with a thud.
Let's call
Do
him
you have a
Nom.
name?
Nom. We should call him Nom.
Why not?
Nom nom.
Nom Nom. Because I thought of it.
Yeah, he just looks at you guys like,
Okay, let's hurry and tie the body up, and then we can have him carry him.
I was saying if we can find a board, we can tie him to the board when it's dragged on the board.
Well, maybe we
For
can
right
find one on
now,
our way
I
out.
just kind of want to get out of the arena.
Yeah, let's get him tied up real quick.
We'll figure out the rest later. I just want to get out of the arena.
Yeah, let's get out of the rain. We'll do all the rest later when we find a camping spot.
yeah, so you got an exit here, an exit here, the one you came through, and you don't know what's
So
up
we
there.
know that goes back into the spa thing. Should we try one of these two and see if it gets us out?
Are we even in the same world we want to be in?
I mean, we're in our
I did
world.
go through a painting to get here.
That's
So we
true.
could be in a totally different dimension. So leaving here, we may leave the only way we have to get back home. Then we'll be spending forever trying to find our way back.
Or maybe it just took you to a different place. Yeah.
Alexis!
Do you feel the pull from from any of the chests?
Oh, yeah. Just focus. Do I feel the pull?
You do feel a pull in that direction.
There was a tower in that direction with that forest. Alexis, go up high. Get as high an aerial view as you can. I need to know if we're in our world or a different world.
She takes off. It's nighttime. She goes off and
Azure.
goes 30 feet up, disappears over the edge of the cliff, and she's gone.
Azure, while she's gone, I want to ask Azure, how fast can you travel through the tunnels and map them so that we can see what we're looking at?
Oh, at a good pace, depending on how big they
Do you
are.
want to send Jade down one and I'll send Azure down the other, and
Yes.
then we can map it?
And then we can set up
And
camp
have-
because it's
and then
nighttime
have them
right
come
now.
back to us.
Okay.
Yeah, I just try to find us a safe place.
You know, I think we need to camp out. In the booth at the top up there, we have a good aerial view, most likely an area to
We
defend.
also
I
have to
like
figure
that
out
idea.
we also have to figure out how to get to it.
That shouldn't be too hard. Look around. Is there a pathway we can see to get up there?
There's
Let me just-
only the 3 exits.
Maybe we'll find a way up there through one of these exits.
Or you've got the walls of the arena are only about 10 feet high, You could try to climb over the walls and find an exit because clearly these guys came in from.
I bet you were,
places
if
up
we had
there.
like a brown bear, it could jump up and climb all.
Like a black bear?
A black bear might be able to get up there.
Or
you
how about
have-
an owl? I can just fly up there.
So more than one of us has rope, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I could carry the rope up there
Yeah,
and
you
let
have-
it drag it down for
Then we can
everybody.
climb the rope.
Okay.
Do we have a good plan, guys?
I think so. Okay, so we're gonna send the two things out that way. Yours is off checking this area,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can put them together.
And figure out where to
figure out
go
where to
in the
go and
morning.
stuff. Yeah.
We can go up in the booth and barricade ourselves in, out of sight, out of mind, and camp out for
Okay.
the night. You can get us a rope to get up into there. We have a plan.
We have a plan.
Before I go to sleep,
Okay.
I want to use my identify spell.
Let's see if we can
Oh,
get up
wait.
in the booth first. Does that get us up in the booth?
Oh, I don't have identify magic. I have dispel, detect, and wild.
Okay, so you're going to shift out of your bear form into an elf form, take the rope and fly it up into the box.
An elf form?
Owl.
Owl.
Owl. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have identify.
You get up there and you see a line of chairs that aren't
I
tied
think
down,
it's third level spell,
and
but I don't
you see
so that's what I'm
about 10 feet in the back of the room is an opening covered by a curtain.
I want to go see what's behind the curtain.
We never look behind the curtain.
I want to see what's behind the curtain.
Did you drop the rope down to us?
No, I'm gonna go see what's behind the curtain.
If you do that before you tie the rope and help us up there, you're on your own. So do you want to go exploring on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
So you drop the rope. You're going to shift out of your bird form because you
No.
if you're
yes,
gonna,
yes.
if you're going to drop the rope, you got to find something to tie it to, or it's just going to fall down.
Yes, I'm gonna.
You're going
Well,
to
there's a bunch of chairs. What else is there?
you see a bunch of chairs, fancy carpets. You see
There's
candle
top
stands
walls.
with
Scones.
a sconce with candles lit. Then you see a doorway with a curtain door.
Can I close the door with the rope hooked under it?
You can't. Well, see, first you got to revert back to your human form.
Mhm.
You've got the rope. You can tie it to a chair. You can tie it to a sconce. You just got to connect it to something so that it doesn't fall.
Is there
down
any
and-
beams up that she could tie it to? It's looking out the window.
It's all stone.
Are any knobs on the wall?
No.
It's the sconce.
So you've got to somehow make a shift.
You said that there was a door. Can I wedge the rope under the door and then close the door and to let the?
What it is it's an opening in the stone in the shape of a doorway,
Oh,
and the door is actually a red curtain that
oh.
falls down.
Does it have any handles? Are there any handles anywhere?
So you have to makeshift something from the chairs and the sconces that would allow the rope to be sturdy enough for them to climb up.
You're up there by yourself, so you got to figure that out on your own too.
Sconces, curtains,
Yeah, they're
chairs.
about 6 feet tall, 3.
Can I give some ideas to her?
Sure, you can shout
So,
it.
We
wait,
probably have batons,
Are
mittens.
they a sconce or a lamp?
They're
Because a sconce
yeah,
is attached
pittance.
to the wall.
no,
There's
they're
little
not sconce.
spikes.
It's
You can pound it a
it's
stone
like
to tie rope to climb up.
imagine like a trident.
So in your
on a
gear, you
stand
should
with
have either
handles on it.
pittance
Okay, so
or maybe a
it's
grappling
more.
hook.
But I was
Okay.
how I met you guys, I had nothing.
and
But
we
now
can
you're
use
kitted out.
these.
Yeah.
So they're not actually sconces. They're not attached to the wall. They're a post, like a lamp post.
Oh,
Oh well, then in that case, I can just tie the rope around that
Okay.
put in the doorway.
and toss it down to y'all's to
Okay.
climb.
That's what you do. And you manage to get it secure enough for them to climb up.
Yay!
Okay,
Now you can go exploring while we're
Yeah.
climbing.
let's make camp.
You, as you give me a perception check.
Who?
There it is.
6 plus whatever the modifier is.
Okay, so you managed to get this sconce and the rope down, but you were so busy with what you were trying to accomplish that you didn't notice it. And you guys climb up into the box.
Yep.
Who's climbing first?
Do you want me last so I can defend your backs, or go first so I can fight what might be there? Wizards.
Well, yeah.
Which one did you prefer, first or last?
Yeah.
Go. Go first? Okay. I'll go first.
You take a break while you write that out.
Yeah, go take a break.
Smoke break.
Fine. We don't want to watch you draw it anyway.
Yes, I do. Kind of
Well,
mesmerizing.
you don't smoke anyway. So.
She does when she's on fire.
I mean, everybody does when they're on fire.
You was just
How can we sleep?
I'll try to on Amy again, so we'll beat her up. Yes, I will.
That's enough cooler to drop down from all the heat I had earlier. Want me to pause this?
Yeah.
Hit this pause button, right?
Yeah.
I tried to beat her up all the time.
It's running.
You're still doing
got an
like a
orange
half a
feel?
cup of potatoes, but instead we'll take this amount of space. Now it takes up this amount of space.
Okay.
All right. So she manages to get the rope down. Your little boy, your little buddy has
Make
got
sure Nom gets up there too.
he dropped Vargas's body. You guys didn't decide what you're gonna do with him.
We tied him up. We can leave him down there.
So you tied him up and left him down there.
Well, do we want to pull him up into the booth with us?
We probably should, so we can keep an eye on
Okay.
it. In case he gains consciousness.
Okay, so you're gonna pull him up there with you.
I'll climb up first. One of you climb up, and then one at the bottom gets him angled up while the other three of us pull him up.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sound good, guys?
So Vargas's body will be the last thing to come up.
Well, other than the person who ties him up.
Well, right. The person ties him to the rope, then climbs up, then we all pull him up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. This takes you probably about 30 minutes. You all get up. You see a stone floor. This is a step up into that room. You stick Vargas's body in one of the chairs, I suppose.
Sure.
Okay. And yeah, you see the sconce, the rope. It's 50 feet wide, 4 feet deep, and then you see a wall, doorway. The rope is going through.
Before we rest, do we want to? I think not exploring beyond that doorway is a bad idea.
Yeah, I want to try and figure out a way to block it, but I want to talk to Nom a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him, okay, your name is, we're going to call you Nom Nom. Is that okay? That'll be your name. Can you
talk?
speak? No? Okay.
We got his
You-
heart, but not his mouth.
Can you cast magic at all? You don't know? Do you need to sleep?
What do you know?
He shrugs his shoulders.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Okay,
Got a pack meal.
are you hungry? Okay, I'll give him one of my rations.
And he
This portable warm
Turns
air
his nose
blaster
up at
will
it.
be in every home in America by
I
20.
wonder if he's a carnivore.
Does he eat living things?
Um,
There's no bodies down there to feed.
no, well, there's 10.
So, you want to go find you some food?
Yeah, that's you. You look down there, and Ten's wife and child are pretty much done devouring him, and they're just kind of milling around down in the sand
That is
area.
really creepy.
And there's the only thing left to Ten at this point is his clothes.
They ate the bones too?
Like the whole thing.
He doesn't have that cloak anymore. What did he have in its place?
He had that dagger.
Is that dagger still laying down there?
You'd have to go back down and look.
Nom Nom. You want to go down there and eat those creatures and collect the dagger?
And he looks at you, and he looks back down the rope, looks back at you, looks back down the rope, looks at the rest of you. Just
I don't
kinda-
think he wants to.
Okay, you can stay right here.
We're just trying to figure out what you eat.
Do you want me to run down and get the dagger, guys, while you guys are prepping everything and check
Yeah.
in magical items?
If you're good with that.
Okay,
Well, let's check the doorway first, though.
Yeah, I want to.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna run down there, I'm gonna stand at the edge and look over and make sure that you're okay the whole
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
you can artillery cover
How
me.
about you guys do that and
No.
No, we'll explore first.
Explore first, so we're not splitting ourselves up.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then Phoebe and I can work on a way to barricade the door so that nothing comes in.
That's a good idea, but let's check through the door first. That might
Maybe
be
there's
a
something on the other side of the door that will help us barricade
Maybe
it.
there's food.
staircase.
Maybe there's good things.
Good
Alright.
things await.
Okay.
Step to the doorway.
Okay, so you guys,
I want to do it with the 2 new scimitars if I can.
okay, so you gonna go first?
Yep,
You,
I am.
you part the curtain, take a look around, and as you look up, you see 3 tables. One has got drinks, it's got wine, it's got empty goblets. One's got a great big roast beef, different types of
Guys,
bread.
come see.
Okay, and you all come into the room.
Yeah.
I think you got too many
Um,
minis for us.
I think
Should we leave Nom Nom with Vargas?
Leave Nom Nom with
Or
Vargas.
should we just take Vargas in with us?
No, I don't want to drag him all the way around. Leave Nom Nom with Vargas.
okay. So we got Justin, we got
Be wary of poison.
Rose, we got the other Justin. This is Adelaide, Rose, Justin, Nom Nom, Vargas.
Oh, we changed Nom Nom.
Yeah, well, we have now.
I have a better Nom Nom down in
Does
here.
Nom Nom have any clothes on?
Second drawer down. No,
Yeah,
not with this one.
He's got what looks like a very fine wizard's coat. It's red and green, and he's got a nice, almost like a pirate's hat, fedora with a big green and red feather coming off of it.
You know, if he's got a wizard's cloak, makes me think that he might be a
That's why
wizard.
I asked him if he could cast magic, and he said no.
Yeah, we'll take it. That works.
He may have also just stolen from something else.
I thought it had something with a feather in the cap, but I'm not seeing it. But
So yeah, you guys, you get obsessed with all the food and drinks, and on the other table you see a set of desserts, different kinds of pies and cakes, truffles, all like that. When you guys walk into the room, you see behind these 3 tables of food are just piles of gold coins, gems, diamonds, stacked floor to ceiling, more than you could ever possibly carry.
Well,
trap.
Kind of thinking so.
And you give me a perception check. Who's ever got the bag of holding?
Oh, that would be neat.
That'd be her. Good, because my perception wasn't that great. 15.
That was better than mine.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Yeah, that's what you see. You notice.
Before we touch anything though,
I don't
since
want
it's
to.
kind of near the end of the day, I want to cast Detect Magic. And see if there's anything we need to worry about.
So I was just looking for any doorways or anything. Are there doors on these?
Yeah,
doors?
there's openings. One's got a black curtain on this side. The other's got a purple curtain on this side.
I'm going to be hesitating in the door. Like holding the curtain and just kind of looking, and I want to cast Detect Magic.
You detect magic, and other than the magical items that you're wearing, there's nothing magical in this room.
I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go drink water.
There's
Is she
no water,
poisonous?
there's wine.
Okay, so there's no magic except for our gear that I'm seeing.
Any thoughts, Justin, on what we could detect that might be in here? That you have in mind?
That doesn't mean there isn't something else wrong. It's just not magical in nature.
Do we have any type of a detect poison?
That's what I was wondering.
You don't have a spell to detect poison, unless you've got one in your room.
You're a druid. You might.
Yeah. Let me double check.
I don't.
Since
At her
we're
level,
using
she
the-
might have detect poison, maybe.
Yeah.
So that book is going to be different. We've been using this one. So let's look into the Druid in here. Because they definitely changed some things. They said it was backwards compatible. I'm pretty
It's
sure
not
they lied.
backwards.
So we're just going to use this one.
It is if you want it to be. It's not.
Okay, so
I'm gonna use abilities.
Yeah.
That's in the book.
Usability, that's what you do?
No, this is when you do this, the game has to stop because I'm offended.
Oh.
One single video that's responsible for leading over 2,000 Christian men.
Detect magic, detect poisons.
If there's any druidic messages, she would notice those.
Okay.
First level divination ritual. So it's a ritual, so it won't get to be cast. It's just need to figure out which class has it, because you are druid.
According to mine, druid has it. Detect poison and disease.
You wouldn't want to use the metal quarterstaff.
I wouldn't want to.
Oh, yeah, because she's a druid.
Because she's a druid. Druids often use plants as part of spellcasting focus incorporating links.
You can use the
A
same.
druid uses such woods to make other objects such as weapons and shields. Yew is associated with death and rebirth, so weapon handles for scimitars or sickles might be fashioned from it. Ash is associated with life and oak with strength. These woods make excellent cast or hold weapons, such as clubs or quarterstaffs, as well as shields. Alder is associated with air, and it might be used for thrown weapons such as darts and javelins. Druids from regions that lack the plants described here have chosen other plants to take on similar uses. Yeah, druids don't tend to like metal.
But
Doesn't mean you can't use it.
Yeah.
this has got a concentration, not a concentration, sorry, a ritual. So she can do this as a ritual. And it's first level, and it's in her class. So she can do this. Anything within 30 feet, when she casts it, she can detect if it has any poison or disease and what type of poison it is. So you can do that.
So, I would only want to do it one time, so we would want to gather everything together so that it would be in
What's
that
the
space.
area on it?
It's within 30 feet of her. The duration is up to 10 minutes. So you can literally
So
just
you
walk
can
around.
and tell.
All right, then I'll walk around and tell.
So she needs 10 minutes to do the ritual, right?
You take 10 minutes to do this ritual.
And then you got 10 minutes to walk around and look at it. I'll make sure there's no poisons or disease.
Okay, so now what?
Okay, so she's doing this. What are you guys doing for the next 10 minutes?
I'm going to check the curtains.
Yeah, we're gonna check curtains.
Let's go to the black one first.
All right, we'll go to the black
I'm
one
gonna
first.
stay right here where I can kind of keep an eye on.
You protect her. Us guys will take care of this.
I'll be kind of keeping an eye on Nom Nom and Vargas and her while we just kind of making sure he doesn't move, that he's good, and that she's safe too while you're doing that. See if there's a way to barricade the door so that we can have a safe place to sleep.
10-4.
So
Is there just a curtain, no door, correct?
it's just a curtain, a black curtain hanging down on a rod that you can easily slide aside.
Take my scimitar and slide the curtain back.
Okay.
Identify as a first level spell, and it can be cast as a
So
ritual.
you guys,
So it may be something good for one of the two of us to consider.
you guys enter this room right here.
Next time we level up.
Alright. Right across, and you see basically a big oval shaped room. You see sconces on the walls. There are hands coming out of portraits holding a torch. You see a big basin right here,
You can't pick it up.
and there's water coming into this basin. Two waterfalls come down. Into a basement. Right, waterfall comes down in here. You see
Nor is it in mine.
a table
That's
here.
why I don't have it.
You see a standing mirror here.
No other doors or anything like that, no, huh? Nope, sorry.
You see a row of very ornate metal. They look like almost like pots, planting pots. They're only about that tall, and they each have a little
Same with the alarm. Either one of us.
little like places. They look like shelves on either side of them, and they stick up from the top of those shelves about that far. You see a table, a standing mirror. You have a nice red carpet going along in between here.
Are you a ranger?
A fighter.
Right, and you've got several racks with towels, different types of materials. There's silk, linens, just draped over these racks. And in front of them, you've got different bottles of different colors lining on the table right here. Just all kinds of small bottles, large bottles, different colors of substances in them.
That's why.
That's what you see.
So this is like a bathing house. Clean. You got those little, those are little tables, right, or chairs type of benches.
Here?
No, those.
Yeah, they're like racks, towel racks. You've got
Oh.
linens hanging over them. You've got rough linens, soft linens, small little squares of cloth lined up right here. Yeah.
This, I don't know. What do you think, Justin? It seems like the place where you go get cleaned up.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a bathhouse.
And the pots, they have any they have plants in them?
From where you're standing, you can't really see.
What was that at the far end over there?
That seems to be a basin with 2 waterfalls coming in.
I bet those are toilets. Those pots are for pooping in.
Could be.
A big bathroom. Community bathroom.
A Roman community bathroom.
Do we have any more crackers?
No.
There was some bits in there somewhere.
I have some.
Is that cheese balls too good?
Is it still? I was going to ask you about that.
Okay, let's munch on that.
I was just looking at it.
Yes, can I? I thought for sure we was going to have to toss it.
No, it's not moldy. So,
Good.
anybody wants cheese ball, it's in here.
Okay.
And there's lots of crackers, so we don't have to worry about running out. Lead the way, Justin. I've got your back.
And there's really nothing else in here, though.
From where you're standing, you can't see anything.
Okay, we're gonna walk in.
Um,
Slowly walk down the carpet.
Stay about 10 feet behind him, watching him, making sure nothing jumps out to get him.
Yeah. As you come here, you get the scent of the air is a little slightly perfumed. Nothing overpowering. It's just a pleasant, clean smell.
Well, the girls are going to love us in a minute.
As you get down here, you look over this table. It looks like it's a table about 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, padded. It looks like somebody's taking time with padded leather table.
I'm sleeping on that tonight.
And as you come up here, you see this great big, full-length mirror. It's got robes hanging from either side of it,
How was your chest?
and you see steam coming up out of this little area. You see a little, kind of like a small little wall, a little separation between the two, and this side's got steam coming out of it.
Hot and cold.
And there seems to be water, like a waterfall, that's coming out of the wall.
It has to have a drain in there where it's slowly draining it down.
Somewhere there's a drain because it's not overflowing.
Okay.
And that's all that's in here. There's no other door.
Not you can see.
We're on a higher platform, so.
Okay, what are you doing, ladies? You just
You
kick
were
it back?
looking for the poison and stuff, right?
I was looking for
Okay, so you-
poison.
Okay. As you're doing this, you hear voices from the outside. 3 female voices. You hear it because you're concentrating. 3 female voices.
Yeah, I'm just kind of standing like right here, so I can kind of keep an eye on both sides.
Uh-huh. You look out and you see the 3 of your 3 little
Friends?
Alexa, Jade, and what was yours?
Azure.
Azure.
Like Azure Blue.
gathered around Nom Nom, and they're each scanning him, and he's staring at them like this, and they seem to be communicating back and forth in feminine noises.
Hey, my friends. Did you manage to get everything done?
And they report to you that The two areas at the two other exits, they lead to hallways that lead to the top of the arena for seating. There was what looks like an exit, but it's been blocked off. On the other side, there is no other exits out to the far side that they could find.
Okay, sweet. Do you guys need to rest or anything?
No, we're good. We're good.
We could use them for an alarm system.
Use that for what?
Alarm system. I'll let them know where the boys have gone, that they've gone through that door.
Okay.
If they want to go check in.
And these two come flying.
Why don't you ask them why they're scanning the bridge?
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, I'll ask Azure after us because I want to let them know. Let you guys know that they're back.
These guys.
Azure, why were you standing nom nom? That's what we named him.
He's somewhat of an anomaly. He shouldn't be alive. We're not sure how he is alive.
Do you know what he is? At all? Any ideas? Is he a lich or?
We have no idea. He's an entirely new form of whatever. He's not an automaton. He's not a robot. He's not anything in any of our databases. Spec doesn't know what he is.
We've been having a hard time trying to figure it out because he can't speak. What can you tell me about him other than
He's an anomaly.
I don't know if there's anything I can tell you that you don't already know.
Did he used to be a goblin?
He does appear to has the skeletal structure of a goblin, so I would assume so.
Okay. So far he's not been hostile or anything, so we'll trust him for now.
Maybe you could feed him something.
Yeah, we were just checking the food for poison, and then he did say he was hungry. So, Phoebe's checking for poison, and then I'll give him a chance to go and eat.
Okay.
Do you guys need anything to eat or to stay?
No, we're good. We're self-sustaining. She tells you her power pack will last many hundreds of thousands of years.
Okay. Perhaps I'll have
Getting
you
cold?
watch over Vargas.
Always.
Vargas.
How about you guys? Heat up, down?
Welcome back.
Leave it. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm always
I'm good.
cold,
Mm.
so don't worry about me.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, just want to check.
I have my thermals on, so I'm not as cold. Maybe I'll have you watch Vargas. We're just gonna keep calling him Vargas for now. I'm pretty sure that. Are you familiar with an individual they call Mr. Brickenbrack?
Well, Spec has given us some information that he was a toy maker once upon a time that disappeared a few years ago. Other than that, we haven't.
So
really...
you have no idea visually if that's him or not?
No, I wouldn't know. Not
Okay.
on sight.
Because we think he is. He looks a lot like one of the automatons that he created, that we spoke to, that was actually the ones who sent us looking for him, which was kind of what brought us to you.
Ah.
And so, we need to return him to his home, and see if he really is Mr. Brickenbrack. So, but I don't want him to become Vargas again. Is there any more Triniston in him, can you tell? In Vargas.
And Vargas, she flies over, gives him a scan, and she comes back and reports that yes, there seems to be a sizable portion of Triniston in his lower abdomen.
Is there a way we could remove it
Without.
without killing him?
I wouldn't know how. Maybe if you had surgical tools.
I used to at one time. I did at one time.
We did.
Um,
Well, I'm not here, but
okay, we'll just keep an eye on him. Is he physically dead, or I'm just wondering how careful do we need to be with him?
If he's human, he's not breathing. He does have some signs of brain activity, but he should be dead.
Okay. I just kind of want to keep an eye on him, make sure he stays that way.
Okay.
If you can kind of check on him once in a while and make sure that he's still in that state, and let me know if that changes.
Okay. You can do that.
Thank
You
While you're checking for poison, I'm talking to Azure.
okay? So what are you guys gonna do?
I think this room's cleared, right?
So did we see our little gems come in?
Yes, they would have come up and informed you basically what they did.
Okay.
What continent was we on? What was the name of it?
Oh gosh, you make me think back. I don't remember. I've got it written somewhere.
You don't remember the name of your own continent?
It's been a long time since I've had to do with it
All right, I'm gonna ask if we are still in that continent.
on that continent. She says, "Yeah, you're as far as the land-
We're still in like the Wizen area.
Yep, you're still in the Wizen.
We are still on the plane we are supposed to be on.
That's a good sign. I thought we'd gone to some other dimension or something. We'd be like,
Okay.
oh.
I'm gonna ask Jade if she can detect anything in this room
Ooh, smart.
So,
that is any kind of a threat.
so she does a quick sweep of the room. She says, I wouldn't drink any of those vials. They seem to be for bathing. I wouldn't go look in any of those pots unless you need to go to the bathroom. And she swings around here. The hot water's at about 98 degrees. Cold water's about 35. Very cold.
I have an evil thought. You want to go take a jump in the bath and just enjoy yourselves while they're doing all the work? We shouldn't do that, but it was a funny thought.
Okay, I guess this room is
Cleared.
ish,
We'll come back later and get cleaned up.
and we can go check the other room now.
Is that what you want to do?
Behind curtain number 2.
Okay.
And has Phoebe found anything with the food?
10 minutes goes by. As far as you can tell, everything in this room is, all the food looks safe to eat, all the wine looks safe to drink. There is no poison, and as far as you can tell, there's no traps.
Okay, guys, dig in.
Wait,
No.
No, no.
we gotta tell you what we found.
Oh,
There's food in here you can have. It should be
Bathhouse, soaps, and towels and stuff in the next room over.
I can make it myself smell pretty.
We can be girls.
We can be girls.
Yay! Let's be. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let's be head curtain number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Just open the curtain and look what's on the other side of it.
So you're going over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make you redraw this side now.
You are.
You don't want to clean it because we'll be using that. Well, I guess we don't need it cleaned.
So wet.
Appears to need to be wetted.
Here's the. I'll just use this side.
Go ahead.
I hate to see Doug erase all that, and then we go in there next and him have to redraw it again.
Like I've never done that before.
No, not at all.
Okay. As you guys walk to the other side of the room, you see Nom Nom has went over to a pile of gold. Because this all over here is nothing but gold and gems. Floor to ceilings, 5 feet deep. And you see Nom Nom popping coins into his mouth.
He eats gold.
And he's just not stopping. Just coin after coin after
We
coin.
better stop him, or else he's gonna eat them all.
Is that really what you eat?
And he's like, and he's just,
Mhm.
uh-oh, did I use the wrong kind of marker on this?
Apparently.
No, I had a hard time getting the dry erase off of my board as well. So I think it's just that it sat for so long.
Well, I just put this on here today.
Oh, then you probably did. Yeah, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one?
You need wet erase, not dry erase.
Good thing you just draw on the outside edges. Huh?
I'm a doofus.
Yeah, you are.
This is the one I should
That's
have.
the ones you're supposed to be using, yes.
Does that mean the red one's the same?
No.
That one's wet erase. The blue one is a dry erase.
What was the drivers? Which shoot me in the head. Bang! Alright. You guys come walking into this room. You peel the curtain over and you see a big round something there. You see what looks like a chair here, a little coffee table looking thing here, a chair here. You see a fireplace, right here. You see bookshelves,
That's like a throne room.
and you see several tables here.
What's that round thing?
What was this?
And from where you're standing, you can't really tell. And you would know because you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're over here talking to him, and he's still just popping coins, not stopping.
Is that filling you up?
And he looks,
Is that taking care of the hunger? Or do you want to try some of this over here?
and you point, and he goes running over to the middle of the pile, grabs some more coins, takes a few.
No. This over here I'm taking to the food.
He just looks at it and turns his nose up at it. And as he's looking up at you, he's reaching by and grabs a few more coins and starts following.
Okay, I guess he eats gold coins.
And
That's an expensive pet.
he starts eating some of the gems, some of the diamonds.
So yeah,
Send him to the cheap stuff. Send him to the cheap stuff.
Which pile looks the smallest?
It's all just one big huge pile.
No.
It's like somebody just took a bunch of gold coins and just kept
Well, it's
dumping
not
them,
like we can
dumping them.
take any of this with us.
He can eat some of it without a problem. I avoid the gems though, because those are more valuable than the gold.
That's true. Hey, Nom Nom, can you eat just the gold coins? And then we can save the gems, and then we can buy more gold coins for you to eat.
In moderation.
Don't eat the gems, just the gold coins, okay?
He pulls out a diamond.
No. You eat this. I'll hold you the gold piece. Eat this, because this makes. I'll pick up like a whole handful of gold coins. This makes this.
Starts eating it.
So don't eat these, okay? Leave these alone. Just eat these. I'll hold up a gold piece.
And he just stares at you.
Only eat this. Okay? Alright, start gathering up the gems and throwing them in the bag of holding. So he doesn't eat them.
Okay. Yeah. You guys
Yeah, we gotta buy him food now.
come into this, and as you walk in, this is it looks like a place to relax, lounge. From where you're at right here, you don't really see.
Actually,
I still gotta be a door
what color
somewhere.
was yours?
Huh?
Yours was a white one, right?
Yep.
Okay. And yours was green. Maybe we can keep better track of them with the right person.
Okay.
So there's Jade. I don't think I have a really white one. I think this might be the closest I got to a white.
That works.
Oh, hello. I may have lied.
Dare
Does
you?
this work?
Yeah, that one's fairly close. So there is for her. It's got a pink tint, but it's also mostly white.
That works.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see past like halfway. This is this big round thing.
Is it coming up out of the ground? Is it a
It
hole?
looks like a pedestal
Okay.
with some kind of covering over it.
Which is what's watching. Okay. Now we know which ones are which.
okay, I'm gonna send Jade around this room.
Right? She flips around this room, does a little circuit. She comes back and reports that you've got a bed over here, you've got a reading nook over here, you've got some different books appear to be historical. There's a wash basin and a pitcher full of water here. Big round bed, and there's a door leading up a set of stairs.
Forget the table. We have a bed.
While they're exploring, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a bite to eat.
Okay.
Since we know
But
it's safe, right?
No apparent doors, though, huh?
No pan doors. This room was just hewn out of the stone. Instead of like wooden fixed doors, they just have slot entryways covered by curtains for privacy.
I was also collecting as many of the gems as I could see, so that maybe Nom Nom didn't need them.
Give me a, what is it, an investigation check?
Yes.
All right, let's go back and regroup everybody. I think we're clear to rest for the night.
I don't think that's where I want to roll at. Maybe I don't want to roll this dice. Okay, this one's perfect. Oh, and it goes back to the 4 plus okay, some investigation. So 7.
You don't see a whole lot of gems scattered through these gold coins. You get the idea that maybe if you went searching through them, you could find a few. But they're not rare, but they're not obvious.
Okay.
And you guys are coming back through here.
Grab up what I can of them.
So you gather up.
Invite
I
food
mean,
for
what have you got to
Nom
put
later.
this in?
The bag of holding.
So you're just gonna fill your bag of holding with whatever gems
Well,
you find?
that and my backpack and I don't know. I'll
If-
check in with the
what's the amount of coins that each of us can carry without any encumbrance?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at is
Because you've got all your gear.
Mhm.
You've got that suit of armor.
I don't actually
Before
have
we collect gold, let's figure out what we have and
No,
figure
it's
out
not
which
gold. I was just trying to pick up the gems
No.
before
No, before we collect any wealth, let's figure out what magical items we have and what's worth keeping or not. So we know what stuff we want in the bag of holding, what stuff we don't want in the bag of holding. That tells us how much space we have left for gems and gold.
Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
So that gives us time. Let's eat, bathe, get cleaned up, and go through our loot and identify it before we crash for the night. Sound like a plan?
Except we can't identify.
I thought you said you have the ability to ritual it.
If that is a spell that's in our slots.
And neither one of you have
that.
that.
Use it
one of
in our
us.
spell lists.
Oh. Okie dokie
So
then.
we can't use that or alarm. Either one. That's what I was checking on while you guys were doing the first room. We went through the spells and filling him on. Yeah, neither one of us can cast that spell. It's not neither one of us' spell lists.
It's hard to put into words the horror.
So we're gonna have to play with them and figure out what they do.
There is a rule, and I don't know where it is or what it is, that you can spend so much time working with something to try to get an idea of what it is.
Yeah, it's like under attunement.
Yeah.
Similar to attunement.
So, real quick, Doug, if there's no need to not rush through this, bathe, get cleaned up,
Okay.
go through this stuff and play with our stuff and try to figure out what it does.
Yeah, just take a nice long rest, figure stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Get ourselves filled up.
Okay. You take the time to get refreshed, take a bath, eat your fill.
Wash our clothes.
You can wash your clothes if you want to.
Get all cleaned up. And we can each pile up some gold and coins in our personal bags.
I wouldn't worry too much about taking the gold because he can eat that. Nom Nom eats gold coins.
Yeah, I got that, but that's just
We'll
because
we'll just take the gems because they're more valuable.
I agree. Dig out the gems, but
We can still take some gold.
yeah.
If we have room.
Yeah.
But no, besides the bag of holding, each of us just put some coins on ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't worried too much about keeping.
So I mean,
So I've had a fair
so
bit,
50.
so-
What was it? 50 gold coins equals a pound. Is that what we discussed last time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 100 gold coins is basically 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
And we can probably carry about 10 pounds on us without any encumbrances.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have much in my backpack and stuff. So.
I'm minimalist and a lot of my stuff too. So let's say that would be 100. I just did my math wrong. How much gold per pound?
50 gold coins per pound.
So say 5 pounds. 5 times 50.
Yeah.
So 5 pounds is nothing, right, to
Yeah.
carry? So that's 250 right there. So we could each carry about 500 gold without any issue.
So write that down. You got 500 gold there, Rose.
Got it.
Just got 500 gold.
I had 185. I'm just going to
That
up
at
that to
least gives us a
500.
chance to be able to feed Nom Nom if we
So
get to that point.
Each of us carrying 500 gold each is not an encumbrance, and then we can fill the bag of holding up to clear up the rest with the gems and all that. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, I was thinking the gems because, like you said, they're more valuable than the gold pieces.
Yeah.
We can sell them like one little diamond equals a handful of gold pieces.
Yep.
Okay.
But say we want to maximize our space inside the bag of holding, but loading us all up to about 500 gold each gives us a little bit
I've
of.
already got more than that in gold, so I'm just gonna take some gems.
Okay.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
All of us, or
If ever's gonna look for gems.
I think we're all going to be digging for gems.
Nat 20.
That 20.
6.
What part of this section are you gonna be?
We just line ourselves up along the pile.
Over here.
So
So
let's see.
right, I'm gonna go right in the middle.
Good job, Rose.
This time I got a 21.
You rolled a 1.
This time I got a 21.
I rolled an 18 plus whatever our thing
That was
is.
my
So.
bad. I'm so sorry. It was
Okay.
me.
I'm sure we'll also.
20, natural 20. You find, with about an hour worth of digging through the gold, you find a diamond worth about 500 gold. You find an emerald, an opal, an emerald, a pearl, and a nice square of numenite.
This is an investigation.
Yeah.
See, I rolled an 18 plus my investigation of 1, so it puts me at 19.
And you find 5 diamonds worth about 300 apiece. You find a ruby worth about
Are
300.
we putting all these in the bag of holding?
This is what I'm putting in my bag because I've already got
Okay.
more than 500 gold.
Okay.
So I'm just looking
Yeah.
for gems.
Okay.
500 diamond.
Yeah.
5 diamonds
I
worth how
just
much?
was wondering if you were putting it on your person or maybe
300
to
each,
add it to the
you
party
find a
loot
ruby,
inside the bag of
A
holding.
rather large,
It's
well-cut,
going on
well-fashioned
my-
ruby for about
in my
300.
bag.
Okay.
You find several small emeralds, about the size of like your thumbnail.
How many of those?
3.
3.
What'd you get?
Amy's here. I got a 21.
Hi,
You-
Amy. Hey.
You find a large diamond worth about 500. You find a ruby worth 300.
I've come to harass you for the very
Okay,
end
so
of the game.
Diamonds for
Sweet.
500.
Uh-huh.
Our lives are better now that you've joined us.
You find
Yeah, sure.
you find a dark black and green opal and a small chunk of numenite. And
What was the second thing you had said?
ruby 300.
Okay, so ruby worth 300, the diamond worth 500, the dark blue and green opal,
Blue, black and green.
black and green. That's kind of pretty. And how much is it worth? Do I need values on them or?
This particular gem you wouldn't know how much it'd be worth. You'd have to go to a dealer collector, but you did find an opal, that a small chunk of numenite about the size of your thumb.
Okay,
And what did you roll?
6.
6. You find a few diamonds, 2 or 3 diamonds, smaller, probably 100 apiece.
we have an anomaly with this now. He eats gold.
Oh.
Yeah, and the whole time you guys are going through this, he's just popping gold into his mouth.
We have a huge pile of gold,
You know,
and he's eating it.
eventually he can just load himself up with gold, and then he'll poop it out later.
Maybe.
We don't know that he's.
I also want to watch him as he's eating the gold. Do I notice any changes in his appearance?
Right, because didn't you
Like
say he
if
was a
spills out
skeleton?
or anything?
Recently injured.
He's covered in this coat, and you don't know where it's going because it's not coming out. And he's just 2, 3 at a time. Just if he had 3 hands, he'd be using all 3 because he's just.
Yeah.
Now, there's more than we could ever carry out of here, so until he gets to that point where he's turning onto our gold, I don't think he's too much of a concern.
Well, he's not been hostile, and I did tell him to eat.
Eat the cones.
So
Yeah, and you notice that if he thinks you're watching, he'll take a gem and put it down. But if you're not watching, you don't know. Maybe he's eating, maybe he's not.
All right.
Roger, can you scan him again and see if there's any changes to his body while he's eating? So from the amount that he has eaten, because I'm sure he's eaten a lot. Since he's been eating for an hour now.
Yeah.
Sorry, just had a thought. Wizards. There's a library in there. Is there any spell books in there?
And I don't know, but let's. Double checking.
She goes over, she runs this blue light across me and says, there appears to be no physical changes taking place in him at all. I don't know where the gold is going. I would, some kind of extra-dimensional space, perhaps? I don't know. And as you're sitting there
It's a
talking,
giant bag of holding.
as
Sure,
you're
bag
talk-
of devouring.
as you're sitting there talking, he's got 2 hands full of gold, and you hear him go,
Uh oh.
and he belches, and like 5 gold coins fall on the ground, and he starts eating more gold.
Okay. Are you feeling okay? No.
Right.
Okay.
We don't want you getting fat on us. Diet,
we don't
buddy.
want you to
Diet.
miss it.
Alexis, go in the room, scan the books, download them, and if there's any books that have spells in it, highlight those for our wizards.
Oh, that's another thing I was going to do with Azure. She had said that she couldn't read some of the language. I was going to have her show me some of the text from the language and see if it's a language that I would recognize.
Okay, so you said your
Yeah.
gem in here. She flies off, goes into their other room.
That's me.
Sorry.
That's mine. This is the one that's got.
Azure shines the blue light down in like a holographic form. There's this book written, what, maybe Draconic, if you read Draconic.
I have Celestial, Abyssal, and Elvish.
I have Draconic.
So the written is Celestial, Infernal, and Elvish. You speak Draconic, so you would recognize it.
Yeah, you could read it, and it's the beginnings of outlining how to create a zombie,
Oh, fun.
a servant.
So what I'm wondering is, Azure, if he writes the Draconic alphabet out, could you translate it to Common?
Ooh, smart.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I could translate it per se. I have no context for the grammar or the syntax or
Or the dialect.
the dialect.
Guess you'll have to do it.
It'd be a starting point though, right? And then, if there was questions about it, could you help her to translate? And then we can share between the 3, and then that way you and I can gain spells that way and stuff. And if it's a zombie, that I wonder if that's what Nom Nom is.
Maybe. He could be a zombie.
That's just totally. We got it the same place we got Nom Nom, so I guarantee this is how they made Nom Nom.
Yeah. So maybe if you guys could work together. Because I had Azure scan a whole bunch of books that were in the same room that Nom Nom was in. All the books that were on those
Right,
shelves.
and all of these gems can trade information back and forth
Yeah.
between each other.
Yeah, so if we can have the 3 translating with you, working with you, like if you and Jade are working on it, if Azure, you could share the books that you downloaded
Yes. Between the 3.
with Jade, or not? Yeah, with Jade.
Uh-huh.
So those 2 could work on translating, and then you guys could share the information back.
Yeah, it would probably take, depending on, I mean, she could learn as quickly as you can teach, and she never forgets. But she's got to be able to know what the letters sound like, what the syntax is, how the words of Draconic are formed. It would probably take you a good day and a half to go through it with her and give her a chance to peruse what she's gotten.
I wonder if there's any other languages that we know that they don't, that we could translate like that. If we if each of us are focusing on one language with our orb, and then they can communicate.
Another
to each
problem
other.
you have with languages is that not every word translate exactly. into
Right.
the
No, I'm
language.
aware of that, but just so we can at least get a gist,
Yeah.
get an idea of it, get the beginnings
Yeah,
of
something
it.
like that.
That would help, I think.
Yeah. That one.
And then, so yeah.
Okay.
uh,
Avil, how you been, baby?
I'm sleeping, I think.
Sleeping. Okay. You. What was it? No, it was actually this one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so forget this stuff here.
Just focus on the black.
The black is the part that you.
And
focus
I don't.
on.
So we're gonna use this because I don't have your character. I thought Casey had it.
I think I do.
You.
You have all my stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I have a character, so we would put it in.
That would fit underneath the all.
I need a
I
break.
think it's in the dice bag.
Alright,
All right.
Pause.
Guess we're gonna break.
Pause.
This is
Pause the camera.
look, I got a gift.
trying.
warned you about it.
Back.
Magic already, so between the two of us, we've already got.
I haven't seen him do any magic.
Not today, no, I haven't done anything.
Well, the last little bit until we teleported back to here, which was today, they were all out of spell slots. They used up all their magic, and
Yeah, we
so
only get so many spell slots.
that's why we needed a
So-
rest.
For the sake of the narrative, this is what was going on with the Veal. You guys came, there was this serpent, water serpent elemental that had transported you guys through the pond into this bathhouse below the Colosseum. Amy was the last one through, and you guys went up. Amy heard a voice in her head. She rolled a 1. And the entire time you guys are going through this, Amy has been down here talking with this serpent fellow. And then he's like, yeah, I mean, I've been in that pond for 500 years, 600 years. And, you know, fairies, after a while, they get kind of boring. I just kind of hang out in this pond. And you talk for like 8 hours, and you are wrapped with this entity telling you how boring his life is and how the fairies are just kind of blah. You were the first people to come to this pond in he doesn't know how many years, and basically he tells you his life story because he hasn't had anybody to talk to.
Kind of like that old lady at church. They'll have to tell you about all of her ailments.
Yeah. And as you're talking, you see Tan's wife and child come up out of the pond, and you notice them but pay them no mind, and eventually you he's done talking, got nothing left to talk about, and it's time. I guess it's time for me to go. You better go find your friends. Thanks for talking to me. And it's like he goes under the water, the spells break, and you have very little memory of anything he said. You knew you'd been talking to him for about 8 hours, and the thought finally crosses your mind. Where exactly am I? Where exactly is everybody?
But let's find the chest that you're filling.
And you've got, you're sitting on the edge of this, what looks like a Grecian bath. The water's hot to the touch, but not uncomfortably hot. You've got lights on the walls, and it looks like there's a stairway leading up and out. And you're in this stone room with Grecian columns. And
Alright, let's go check out the stairs.
So, I'm wondering about the zombie guy. Somebody said we could use him at like a bag of holding.
Maybe. Well,
Me.
I don't know.
If you can get stuff back out.
If we can get it out.
Well,
May
he
not
did
come out.
belch and some came back out.
Mhm.
So.
And then he immediately stuffed more back in, so.
You don't know though, you might be actually digesting it and making it into something else.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I also think we should take some bags filled full of gold and just strap it on and walk around.
But
and
it's
carry it.
not staying in him because Asher said there's no physical change to him. So it's more like it's going into a different plane.
Wouldn't that be fun to investigate this?
Climb into the body of the goblin.
Say ah.
I wish we had a way to figure this out.
I know how one of us could do that.
Oh,
Turn you into a mouse. Say ah.
he doesn't eat mice, he eats gold.
But the problem is we don't know how to get her back.
Yeah, that's almost sacrificing her for the sake of curiosity.
So I don't know about that one.
you come up into this arena. Oh, is this you? Okay.
Don't use no whippy mini on me.
Yeah, there you are.
Good paint job.
You see this big stone arena with stone seats. You've got a wooden wall 10 feet high that encompasses the arena. You see an exit over here. You see an exit over here.
Or just sit over here in a chair.
And a chair. Give me a perception check.
Look for ropes.
We didn't leave one hanging though.
Yeah, you did.
No, because we used it
to
for
pull them up. Yeah, so how about that idea?
I haven't played for so
But
long.
we definitely want to light the sconces so we can see
So
at
you
night.
roll a d20 and add your perception.
Where's my perception?
Yeah, but we wouldn't be putting it where anybody outside would be to
Okay,
see
so
it.
18.
18. You notice as you walk out into the arena, it's a mess. You can see it looks like some kind of battle had just recently happened. You see an exit over here, you see an exit over here, and you see light coming from what looks like a viewing box 20 feet off the floor of the arena. And you walk out in the middle, and that's what you see. Oh, you do see also, you see Tan's wife and child milling around, and you see a pile of what
Bones.
looks like clothes right behind them.
Let me get a little closer and investigate that.
So you come
No,
right
don't.
up here. Is that where you want? How close you want to get?
Close enough to see, but not get eaten.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
Investigation is.
Do
Is
have
that
some
wisdom
tension.
as well?
It's investigation
Oh.
is actually right here, but it's wisdom.
Yeah. Okay, 17.
Okay.
See, I forgot how to play.
Um, these guys
It's been one.
don't seem to be concerned with you at all. They're just kind of milling around. They're sifting through the sand. Every once in a while, you see them taste it and spit and go around someplace else.
Trinista, they're hunting Trinista.
You do see a glint of something silver stashed in the clothes.
Like they did pigs.
All right, let's go through the clothes. I realize that this is Tan's clothes, right?
You would realize, yeah, they're torn. There's no blood,
That's good.
and there doesn't seem to be anything left. It's like Dan just.
Good Lord!
Yeah.
Now you gotta check to make
Hey,
sure it's
rocking
still
on
focused.
Respect to do
Yeah,
that.
let's go see what Tan has left there.
Yeah, you just see his clothes torn and ripped, and you see what looks like the handle of a knife coming out of his the neck of his shirt.
Alright, I'll go through his clothes and take whatever he has left. Knives or daggers or
Yeah,
whatever.
he had all of his weapons. You find the dagger that he traded his invisible cloak for. It's about that long, ornately colored. Engraved in the blade is a scene of a dragon. You got a diamond on the pommel, golden hilt, ivory handle. Yeah, that's what you see. Oh,
Oh, okay. I'll put it back in the fridge then.
Never
He's like,
mind.
give it here.
Never mind.
And
Okay.
whatever gold he had on him, I don't know how much gold he had.
I don't know.
So we'll say he had 100 gold. So you find 100 gold. And
Don't worry about the gold.
No.
most of his stuff he would have had in the bag of holding.
That's what I should have put in the bags with their chocolate.
Yeah.
What, gold?
No, some notebooks. Everybody can take notes, not just me.
Apparently borrow your pencil then.
Really, in this
On the
one.
back of this one.
On that, or you can just
Okay, so the knife is the ivory handle. $100 gold. What else did you say?
I know he had at least 2 daggers.
He had 2 daggers.
Oh no, 4 that he stole from me. So it would be.
Yeah. The 4 daggers. Yeah.
He's gonna be so pissed at us.
Alright, is that all?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
I know what I'm doing. Alright, so I guess now I'm wondering where everybody else is at.
And have we looked over the edge to see?
We're not close enough to the edge.
No.
Okay.
No, because this is the edge and we're in here.
Okay.
Eating, bathing, all that good stuff.
Did they leave any kind of trail?
I think I'm gonna go.
Give me a perception check or
I'm gonna
investigation.
go
What
check
about
on.
all these little orbs?
13.
Can the 3 of you send orbs?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask the orbs if they could, like when we sleep,
Patrol.
set up patrol and make sure that nothing's coming after us.
Well, you guys don't know that I'm down there looking for you, so
Yeah,
you wouldn't know
just-
to. You
Just let
wouldn't
them
know
know. Hey, let us know if anything changes.
Well, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, you have no
we
idea
didn't
where I'm
hide our footprints wandering across there.
No, we didn't.
But there would be quite a mess from all of the other stuff that happened. So
Probably.
our footprints,
May or may not be noticeable.
yeah, may not be
So would you
noticed.
give me an investigation check?
13.
13. You look around, and with the 13, you don't see anything that would lead you to think.
Well, she's in the other room.
No, she's down here. Actually, yeah, you would be down here. This is the box seats, 20 feet in the air, and you want to send one of your.
I was just having them patrol to let us know if anybody or anything is coming.
Okay.
We went from at death's door to everything being gone. It's a little too quiet. So
Yeah,
where's your-
so
okay.
we're a little nervous about it.
Yeah. So these guys,
So
she's
just having them do
doing the
perimeter
spot checks,
Control.
and you see a little spot of light come flying out, going down here. It doesn't seem to notice you. Could
I'm good to scout it, thanks.
You might be a little too far away to just outside of its sensors maybe. And you just see it just come out and fly back around.
Do I recognize it?
You would recognize it's probably one of the gems, one of the little things we got from Stygian when they made the trade.
Alright, let's head toward it.
Okay. If you go up there, you don't hear any voices, but there is light coming from up there. And you can see as you look up that the entire roof of this Coliseum has been torn off. It's rubble above. So you have the box seat that you're looking at, and then above that there's a sheer wall 20 feet into an open night sky. You can see that dawn is beginning to break. Yeah.
Alright, I will look for a way to climb up.
You go back and forth. No way to climb up. You want to yell? You want to scream? You want to jump up and down? You want to try to climb? What do you want to do?
Are they close enough that they can hear me if I yell?
You would not know.
Exactly.
Dawn is breaking. We might be asleep.
I don't know. I'll just keep looking for a way up, I guess, while these guys do their whatever they're
Okay.
doing.
So you walk around, and as you're doing that, about 20 minutes goes by, and you see this gem come out, float down to you, and it's Azure. You recognize it as
That's Alexis.
Alexis.
Alexis takes 20 minutes to find somebody approaching.
Which
He's
one
not
is
a good
yours?
bodyguard.
This is Azure?
That's
Yeah.
Azure.
Yeah, yeah, you guys as perimeter guards suck.
Pretty much. Azure comes down and says, Lady Avil, how are you?
I'm alright. So I'm guessing everybody's up there where the light is?
Indeed they are. Shall I inform them of your presence?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's a way up?
I'm sure we can manage something. And she goes flying back up. She comes over to you. Where are you? Adelaide. Informs you that Lady Avil is in the arena and she'd like an audience.
Oh, good.
Magic carpet.
Yeah.
Pull
Well-
magic carpet up.
You could rope and have her climb, or just go over and lower down. She jumps on up, and then you go.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
You got
Good
the
deal.
You get the magic carpet, you bring her up. There's whatever food you guys have and wait. You walk in and you see this little dude, probably 3 feet tall, with a feathery hat, green and red coat, just popping gold coins into his mouth.
What is that?
We don't know, and neither do the orbs. We call
That's
him
Nom Nom.
We call him Nom.
Up your gold to about 500 from the pile.
Mhm.
Get yourself something to eat. There's a bathhouse next in the room next door to us. Go get
Notice my
cleaned up.
clothes are so much cleaner now.
Yeah, I smell a lot
Yeah,
better.
you've got bathhouse over here.
But there's a
You've got
bathhouse on that through that door, and over here there's a library. Not that you'll use that, but
Well, kind of like a master
Yeah,
bedroom
which-
slash library.
Is there spell books in the library? I did send Alexis to go look at that.
There are histories in the library. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's history books of the country, the people, of the pixies, and the lore surrounding the
Say,
wizard.
while we were sleeping, if that happened, I would have had Jade come and scan all of the books.
Yeah.
And share information?
Yeah.
Because I will have instructed Azure to share so that
Yeah.
we can
Right.
do
Yeah.
the
And-
translating and stuff.
So this isn't a place of where a wizard or any kind of magic would sort of happen. It's more like a
That is not a wise idea.
steady hand. Steady hand.
Steady.
Just kidding.
We're also teaching
Need
Elise
it.
how to read Draconic.
Casey, would you mind grabbing a paper towel for this poor young lady before she ends up wearing it in her lap?
I don't know that language.
Yeah.
But I do.
Good thing.
Yep, so we're working on teaching.
I just
Different
like the
languages
bottles
to our orbs.
because
Mm.
I like the
That way
bottles
we can
better
translate
because
spells and
they can be
possibly
closed.
pick up new spells. I wonder if
Okay.
there's an identify spell.
So
or an
you don't
alarm
want
spell
our
that we
germs
can do
floating down into the hole?
in one of
That's not
books.
the issue. They
Well, actually, we can translate
can
everything.
spill.
I say the one in Draconic is talking about how to make a zombie, so
And I'm really thinking that that's what Tom Tom or Nom Nom is.
yeah, not a witch, just a zombie.
Yeah.
What's a lich?
Wizard that's turned into a zombie. No more
And,
dangerous.
and a special ritual that means he can't die.
Unless you kill his refractory.
Library.
What's his name? Voldemort is a lich.
Oh.
Yeah, basically.
That's a Harry Potter thing, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we're kind of teaching our orbs things.
Sauron is kind
and
of a witch. A
Yeah,
lich
Take
too.
does.
some time to rest so we can gain our hit points back, and
Who's
then
Sauron?
we're gonna go.
Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Yeah.
And so then we're gonna go see about finding the chest. Oh, by the way, we found Brick-and-Brack. I don't know if I ever told you the whole reason we were even here was to find Brick-and-Brack. Well, we found it. He was Vargas.
Okay.
Who's ever got the bag of holding, give me a perception check.
That would be her.
One of my previous employers required
Somebody else.
a drink container that
No.
we could go like that and nothing comes out.
Mm.
It was a requirement, and so
So habit.
it's habit.
Wow, 6.
A character can focus on one magical item during a short rest while being in physical contact with it. At the end of the rest, the character learns the item's properties as well as how to use them.
And we would probably all be
Say, that
doing
sounds
that.
like identify.
Yeah.
That is the identify spell is the fastest way to reveal an item's properties. Alternatively, a character can focus on a magical items during a short rest.
So we can do that while we're here healing and
Casey, what was the armor? I had it wrote down up here, but I didn't write down.
I did not write the armor down because you were taking it and wearing it.
I was trying to remember what type of armor.
It was heavy plate. So that might be better for Amy and put you back in the one that you had before.
Don't I have my old armor back?
She has her old armor
No,
back.
that's true.
That we had this conversation once, so we're regurgitating an old
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are practicing with all your gear, huh?
Just kind of meditating with it, learning what it does, spending that hour.
Was the armor
I
magical?
want to find out
I think it was.
what my enchanted
Yes, it
dagger
was.
does.
How many did you get? You got 2 enchanted daggers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, and they both had enchantment on them. All 4 daggers were from the School of Enchantment.
okay,
She has 2 and I have 2.
right.
I don't have any.
We still haven't figured out what they do.
Haven't used them. Haven't found anybody to identify.
I
That's
was
what-
gonna open up that chest and see if that would help, but
I have
it
the
popped open
life-sucking
without
dagger,
me
by the way.
help. So
Life-sucking dagger?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I guess. I don't know. Didn't it suck the life out of what's his face?
No, it just had the little beastie things.
No, I don't remember.
Well, if you remember, you stabbed it into the worms, it
Kill the
sucks
worms.
the tristan out of them, but it also had the ability to inject stuff too. Okay. Compass field. Okay, so yeah, you've got the stuff, but you haven't tried to use it, so you don't know what it does.
right.
Or, so, I mean, you can play with it, look at it.
Yeah, we'll
spend the time.
If you take your daggers and you look at them, they look like well made, full tang daggers. One's double bladed, like a stabber, and the other one looks more like a
Cutter.
yeah, more like a skinning knife with a bigger blade. They feel good in your hands. They feel like they fit to you. That's what you get by staring at them and playing with them for however
Well, that's
long.
when you're borrowing them.
I imagine you're playing with your
My onyx quarterstaff.
your own escort staff. It seems heavy until you start to use it, play it with it, flip it around, practice with it. As long as you're manipulating it in some way, it seems much lighter than it does than when if you just hold it in your hand. You hold it in your hand, it feels like it weighs twice as much as it should. It's not overly heavy, but it's for the size that it is, it seems overly heavy until you start flipping it around and it becomes a lot lighter, like almost half as light as it was. Yeah, and as you're moving it, you can see the copper swirls in it have a slight tinge to them, a slight glow to them. And you have the suit of armor that you guys took apart. Well, you put it on. Yeah, it was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in the chest.
Okay. Put it together. Can we figure out what that does?
Yeah, you put it together,
Mm-hmm.
and instantly you see it fit together perfectly, joins up, and it takes a step forward and stares like it's ready to move, waiting for something to happen.
Oh, so it's not something you wear, it's something you command.
You have your own num num.
Guard the door.
And it looks at you, and you hear this.
Oh, that's menacing.
We may have an enemy to fight here.
And it just kind of stares at you. It doesn't move.
I wonder if Jade, Alexa, or Nasher would know what it is.
Alexa, do you know what this armor is?
And Alexa goes over and scans it. It seems to be some kind of suit of armor.
As if we didn't
All right.
know that.
Put it.
I don't, there's nothing too particular about it. I've seen in your world these kinds of magical armor. It's not unlike
Man, I'm hungry.
the Veil's armor.
Try taking it apart.
I haven't any hands.
No, I am going to try to take the helmet
Okay,
and
so-
armor.
And when you step forward and you try to grab it, it steps back and goes, That's just, you're coming from inside the armor.
All right, what is it you want here? I'm trying to figure you out.
Talk to us.
And then you just hear it go. It kind of tips. It stands up on its tiptoes and backs away, and goes into this room.
Mm.
And we're gonna use
Alrighty then.
this guy.
Suit of armor to.
It just
it's
goes in
almost
that room
living.
and then stops.
It goes around. It's looking around like it's
So
going
it's
around.
a little bit like an animatronic.
We have no idea. Does it? Well, let me take it apart. So it has an
Don't guard
attack.
the doors.
It has no weapons, luckily. So
Well, I wonder if I hit it with my enchanted sword.
if you do, then you're instigating a fight that we may or may not want to have. So
Yeah. So far, it's not made any aggressive moves.
It just won't let me take it
seems
apart.
A little,
Sketchy.
yeah. But we had Tantrum forever too, so he was kind of sketchy.
all right, so
He was a lot sketch.
I'll just go leave the armor alone for right now
Okay.
and focus on trying to figure out my two swords too. I'll spend my rest time figuring those out instead.
Okay. So yeah, you
Flame on!
like her guys. Yeah,
Pokey pokey.
nothing happens as you swing them around and you try to sense what the magic might be. You know that they fit your hands like they were professionally fit to the curves and creases in your palms. They feel extremely lightweight.
There's a wall there.
Just put that there. I'm sorry.
They're nimble, they're
What were you
quick,
thinking?
I
sharp
wasn't.
as anything you've ever seen. Playing with them, doing nothing but swinging them around, that's what you got.
Alright, so I'm going to spend my time studying them for ruins, markings, words of power.
There are no any words per se you can see. You could say that on one has got a nice intricate flame design
sorry.
going down both sides. The other ones look like they've got like
Is that your Pepsi?
a storm engraved into it going down the other blade. You hold them out like this,
Mhm.
flip them around. The handles are silver and gold on the flame one. The other one is made out of some kind of blue gemstone with a gold inlay wrapped around it.
Strike a chair with it, with the blue one first, and
The
then
blue one first, and so you're gonna strike one of these chairs.
Yep, I'm gonna walk up there, whack a chair.
Yeah, you strike it with the pommel. Frost appears on the back of the chair,
You could freeze the food.
and a little hole where the pommel hit. I mean, unless you gave it a full-on, I'm gonna kill you strike, you're just popping it. That's what happens.
All right, now get the flame one. Just pop it.
The same chair?
Yep.
Yeah. You pop like that. You see smoke rise up from the back of the chair. You got a little black spot where it's been charred.
Okay.
So you've got heat sword and ice sword.
Yep, basically. So you hit it with the fire sword as your primary, catch a flame, and then you frostbite it afterwards.
It'll
No, you hit it with the frostbite first.
And then shatter.
Freeze it, and then shatter it with the fire one.
There we go.
Or you go into the dining area and you tap all the meat to freeze it.
And then we put it in the bag of holding for later because they don't have no oxygen.
And then when we want to eat, we pull one out and you hit it with the flame tongue and thaw it out so we
Well,
can eat
now
it.
I'm curious. I want to do that to the chair too.
Okay.
There's a bunch of different chairs, and I really want to experiment with this enchanted sword. Or
You have
dagger.
daggers.
Dagger.
And you have a spear too. You do have a enchanted spear.
Okay, I want
What do you want to do?
to beat up one of these chairs.
Okay, so you're watching Calgar do this with his chair, and you get the idea. And so you walk up to a chair. You're going to stab it. You're going to slash it. You're going to hit
Slash it.
it. So you're going to come down with that one enchanted dagger, and then as you come down with a little attack, the blade goes straight through the chair, like it wasn't even there. It's just a quick slicing motion. I mean, these are good, thick, heavy chairs, probably about that thick,
Horrible daggers.
and the dagger just goes straight through it without any kind of resistance.
Tam would have an orgasm off of that one right now. It would have just
Cool.
And that's,
What about the spear? Let's do this spear too.
okay, so you're gonna hit it, throw it, stab it.
So you know what it does?
I'm just like, wow, they're distracted. Huh?
I'm gonna stab it with the spear.
Okay, sis.
Like you're not distracted.
Right now.
Look how destructive those guys are. Oh, flesh, die!
Okay. You rear back with the spear, and you give it is it just a one-arm strike or a two-handed strike? You're gonna stab it like this, and you just go like this.
Two-handed.
Two-handed. You stab the back of the same chair that you just hit. The spear hits the back of the chair. Spikes come out of the blade. The chair launches out into the arena, and
It goes over the wall.
well, yeah, it just goes over this, launches about 20, 30 feet out into the arena.
Wait, where
That's
are you?
so
So
cool.
you're out here playing with it?
Yeah, I'm out here playing with one
We
of
don't
these
want to ruin the
chairs,
room we're sleeping in.
And I
That's why I'm
stabbed
just
it
making sure.
my spear, and it launched it out there into the space.
You get there watching? Because I'm gonna hit one of the chairs with my nice onyx quarterstaff.
Okay.
Swing it around, get it nice and light.
Oh, I have a question. When I hit the chair with the dagger and it went through
Uh-huh.
the dagger, the
Well, you
chair,
took a slice to it, yeah.
did it cause any damage to the chair?
To the chair, yeah. To your dagger, no. Yeah, it put a nice cut pick up and cut the chair. The only thing holding the chair together is
Just
the
like a
part of the
dagger
stick you're
sharpness
doing.
or a verbal dagger.
And you want to take a whack with your staff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see these things happen, and you get this thing going, and you're gonna hit which chair?
The one next to Calgar.
Okay, so Vargas has to stay in his chair.
Okay. Next to
Where-
Calgar, and Calgar, you gotta be over here someplace.
Mhm.
So you're gonna hit this chair here. You hit it, and it easily knocks the chair over right to the edge. You hit it harder than you maybe thought you intended to. It went farther than you felt like it should with the amount of force you put behind it.
Okay, muscles.
But that's clearly a force smack isn't something that this thing was intended to do.
Point it and go.
I have another question.
No, it's a necromancy. So it might bring it back to life.
I have two daggers. Do they both do the same thing?
Well, try striking a swing with the other one.
Okay, I want to do that. I want
You
to try the other dagger.
Okay. So you walk up to the chair that he'd been smacking, and you're gonna stab, you're gonna slice, what are you gonna do?
Stab.
Well, I sliced with the first one, so to get a comparison, I want to do the same thing.
Okay.
You want to do a stab now?
Mm-mm. That's next.
Flame on.
It just doesn't.
Burn. Think fire.
You slice it through this one, and that second blade goes about 5 inches into the seat of that chair and begins to vibrate. You hear
It's a vibrating dagger.
It's a vibrator.
Be careful at the other end.
Yeah, it doesn't cut like the old one, but once it's in its target, it begins to vibrate.
That's a sonic dagger. Or a vibro dagger.
The vibro blade.
Vibro blade.
I think we can have fun with that. Y'all love me and I know it.
No, I was trying to figure out if you would
How
know.
you meant that?
Because the way that came out, if you meant it that way, you.
Justin's rubbing off on you. I'm telling you, Justin's rubbing off on you.
Proceed. Proceed.
Okay.
We have corrupted her properly.
Yeah, that's
Come
what
on.
that happens. And you go to pull it out, and you feel the blade shake and vibrate until the blade is out of the chair, and then it stops.
Okay, that could be an awesome weapon.
Good.
Can really do some damage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So a vibro blade and a vorpal blade.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Oh,
have
I'm
two
sorry, say
daggers
that
as
again?
A vibro blade and a vorpal blade.
Four.
Vorpal. V-O-R-P-A-L. Now, we're making a guess right now, so. A vorpal blade is a blade that's so sharp it cuts through everything more efficiently.
Okay. So,
I have the silver force staff.
There's
okay.
a blade
And the
between
two
normal
daggers.
blades and a vorpal blade called a sort
I
of
know
sharpness.
Staff is cone
An
duration.
extra sharp blade.
I just definitely want to check it
Vorpal, you
over
roll
and see
a
if there's
20,
any
you take the head
images
clean off
or
if it is
words
that
or anything.
sharp.
Yeah, you can see carved into this silver. It feels like a silver plated wood because it's lighter than it appears. And you do see carved into it some kind of serpent, winged serpent, spiraling down it. And yeah, that's what you.
Would I know that symbol?
Give me a history check,
An arcana?
arcana check.
5.
You have no
It
understanding
was-
what that is.
Okay.
It seems like it should be familiar. It's something you should know, but
I
you
used the
don't.
wrong
I'm
hand.
almost feeling like
Yep, I used the wrong hand because that time I got a 16, which would give me a 19.
I'm gonna smack you next time. I like your shirt.
I'm
That's
kind of
pretty.
feeling like we should trade stabs.
I have a feeling that my character doesn't know it yet, but it might be a healing staff
What, yours?
because it's a winged serpent.
It seems like
There's
yours
the-
is
like
more
the
towards
caduceus and stuff.
wizards and sorcery, and mine is a necromancy one.
Okay, and on the daggers?
The daggers, they are very similar built to Rose's daggers. One is a black and gold, black handle, wrapped in with a gold wrap around it. It's got a silver pommel, gold hilt. There's no real decorations on the blade.
Drinks in the fridge.
The other one is,
Oh, you got my notebook.
yeah. The other one is white handled with a black braid around it. It's got a silver handle, a silver pommel, gold hilt, and two bladed, two edged.
There's no decorations on it at all?
Nothing identifying. It just looks like a very well built.
I want to, like, slice on one of the roasts. Let's see what
And it
happens.
cuts like a regular knife when you're slicing through the roast.
Okay, for both of them?
Yeah. What is that?
Some sort of bean dip something?
That's me. That you might want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Because that was from New Year's.
So we go through all this stuff.
Cheese ball, I know what's in it, and the thing that we watch for it is just for the cheese to go back. There's nothing else will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try stabbing the roast.
Why don't you try stabbing the chairs like we
If
did?
you stab the roast, and it sinks in like a normal knife.
Okay, let's try it. Let's go out on the balcony and try it on one of the chairs.
Okay, well, this chair's gone. This chair's here almost in pieces. This one's knocked, no, this one was knocked over. Which one you got? This one, or that one?
We got to tie him to one of them, so leave one alone.
Now I've got him sitting on the one he's tied to.
Okay.
Yes. This one's knocked over. I'll stand it up and play with it.
Okay. Well, you stand it back up. Where are you? You're right here. And yeah, you see a nice little impression where his staff hit the back of it. You stand it back up, and what are you gonna do?
We'll try the slicing
Cut.
first.
You slice it in, and it goes about half an inch in. Stops. The blade is sharp. It's razor sharp. But
Try poking it.
Okay, with both do the same.
yeah, both of them they go at about a half an inch.
Okay, I'm gonna try stabbing the seat. One at a time and then together.
They just like regular daggers. They sink in about
Even when I do them both together.
both together. About that much.
Doesn't she have enchanted daggers
They
too?
are enchanted daggers.
They're obviously not the same enchantment.
Apparently.
Can you do your magic check?
Maybe it needs to be
I don't
something.
I know there's magic. I know what school it's from, but I can't do identify. That's not
Maybe
in my spell
it
list.
has to be on something animate, not inanimate.
I'm wondering if I have to throw them.
That's a good thought.
So I'm trying to think what I can throw.
There's
them
nothing
at.
left down below, so we can't.
You have,
really-
yeah, you will. You have Tan's
I'm
wife and
taking a
daughter.
bath in the other room, so you can't throw them at me.
Damn it, you are our next option.
I mean, that's what his sister thinks though first.
I'm gonna go back and so the walls in here were they stone or were they
Yeah,
wood?
it's all stone.
Stone.
Just throw it at the outside.
I'm going to attempt to throw them at whichever one of these guys is closest to us.
Because that would be his wife. And they're just within, the sun is up, and they're clearly probably 100, 120 feet away.
That's a ways to be throwing a dagger.
Yeah.
Just step back and throw them at your chair.
Yeah, that's fine. So step back and throw them at the chair.
Okay. So you're just gonna toss it, blade first.
I'm gonna hold the blade and throw it like
So you
I,
said
like
not
you
bad.
like throw it like
bad.
I would. Well, I can actually stand from over here, so there's a little bit of
It's a
distance.
little big for my small
So,
hands.
so you're
Probably
not
mine too.
throwing it like you're throwing it at an enemy. You're
Yes.
just throwing it like you're trying to stick it.
Yes,
Okay.
It's not bad.
You
just to
rear,
kind of see what it does.
you rear back and let go with a gentle toss, and that knife flies out of your hand like an arrow. Doesn't spin at all. Hits the back of that seat, sinks into it, goes through the seat and into the stone on the floor.
Let's go! Go, go!
We
Go
are
like
ready
this
for
and see if it'll come back to you.
Use the force.
battle.
Come back.
You feel nothing.
Okay, go over and can I pick it up? Can I
That'd be really
get it?
Yeah, it slides right out of the
Feel the breeze against your hand as nothing comes back.
Do the same thing with the other dagger.
You throw that dagger, it goes flying out of your hand, spins through the air, bounces off the top, the back of that chair, bounces off of the next chair, and goes boing, 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 and stabs into the floor here.
Fancy bingo.
You got a rubber dagger.
Does that one come back?
No.
If not boomerangs.
Does it leave? Okay, as I go, I want to check where it hit and
These
see.
are
Everywhere it hit, you see a deep gouge. It's like cut, 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 stab.
Okay, pick that back up.
That one would be useful in all of them coming at you at once situation.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very useful.
My spear would be awesome in that situation.
It will never come back to you.
What kind of daggers those would be?
You know, I say we should get back to town, go to Wizard Store, and actually just have everything identified. It'd be so much easier.
Well, I need to kind of have an idea. of what
Yeah,
we're
we
doing.
kind of get an idea what we're doing right now.
Okay, I'll
So
make a mental note of what they do and put them away, and then I have the quarterstaff.
out there testing with these, I want to start pulling down some of the drapes and the curtains, the ropes, fill them with gold, tying rope, and draping them over our little dude so he has a little food pouch with him.
So you're just want like a little pouch for him to carry around?
Big, huge one with the the curtains all wrapped up so it's filled with gold so you can just reach up and munch on it.
That's where we're going.
Okay,
Actually,
give
is
me
there
a-
any gold left after a couple of days of us being here?
Well, we're not going to be here but one night, so.
So give me. Do you have any skills in sewing or manufacturing?
So we don't need to sew.
So-
We're just gonna tie it.
It's drape. You just tie a rope to this end, bring it around, and tie it to the other end, and so it's tubed
Like a-
up.
Okay.
Like a hobo.
So
Yeah, like a hobo.
sling.
A sling. Just put it over her shoulder and start filing it full of gold.
Okay. So yeah, you got a curtain. You get a bag. It's probably about like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you fill it full of gold.
That's going to be on him, not me, though.
Well, and
Yeah.
you drape the rope around him, and he's 3 feet tall. The bag's on the ground. He tries to move forward. And you see his feet go.
We're gonna adjust it to his height.
Yeah.
Okay, so you adjust it back to his side. He's got a little 20-pound bag sitting on his hip, draped across him like a sling. And you can see he's just
Any
barely.
sign that he's getting full?
Nope, he's just popping.
Now the other one from the other door, hang on the other side so they're evenly
So that's
balanced.
weird that he's having a hard time with 20 pounds of gold, but he picks Vargas up.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you understand. Well, yeah. I mean,
Do I understand what? Yeah?
well, you got 40 pounds of gold. You walk around with 40 pounds of gold.
Yeah, no, but what I'm
I
saying
think
is,
it's
I'm
all-
pretty sure Vargas weighs more than 40 pounds, and he just picks him up and walks.
Yeah.
Well, no. He was able to get him above his head, but then you had him put him down. You didn't see him try to walk with you.
That
Okay.
is true.
He did walk with something, though.
Yeah, but if we put him
Yeah,
back on
it was
his...
the bow and the.
bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him walk. You see him walk. He's swaying like this with the bag, popping gold, and he goes like this. He's about to pop a gem in his mouth, and he sees you and goes.
Well, you would think that if him popping gold that fast, that bag might empty out pretty dang quick.
Bingo.
Well, he's
Yeah.
still eating off of this anyway.
Yeah, I'm just prepping so when we leave, he has a small supply of gold, and if anything's left over, we can use that for spending later. If not, well, at least we're feeding him while we're going. And it doesn't encumbrance any of us. And since he hasn't shown a sense of fighting, basically he's a pack mule is the way I'm treating
The
him.
quarterstaff, is there any engravings or anything on it?
You did a silver one already, didn't you?
Yeah.
They had to.
So I have a silver one with conjuration, but I know nothing else about it.
Oh, that's right. And you had a quarterstaff.
Yeah, I had the 2 daggers and then I had the quarterstaff. It's near the top. There was
Quarterstaffs. You had Phoebe has an enchanted gold. Adelaide has an enchanted silver.
And
have
I
a
rolled the School
longbow.
of Magic that you told me that they were.
Right. So you've already checked out your silver quarterstaff.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Then
I
we-
checked out my 2 daggers.
And you had the
No,
silver.
you said the silver quarterstaff. It had the winged
Oh,
serpent
that's
on it.
right. And I'm gonna take it. I forgot. I'm gonna take it and kind of tap it on the broken chair. The Highlander broken.
It just sounds like a regular ting.
Okay. You done with your shower yet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack her with it.
Out of armor.
Hey sis, what does this
I
do?
just walk out and I'm drying my hair and just smack.
That'll make me feel different. Whack!
Roll for an attack.
Should get an advantage on the surprise.
Should.
I don't think I'll need it, but because I got a 21 to hit, and she doesn't have her armor on.
Okay. Roll for damage. Roll a d4 for damage.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Just
Oh,
a
that's
triangle
right.
pyramid one, right?
Yeah. I think I've got all of mine up there, being the 2 + 5, 7.
Okay. You smack her, and you did how much damage?
7.
You take 7 points of damage, and the instant your blow lands, you hear clank, 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 clank. And this, her suit of armor bursts out of the bathing room, and he's gonna take a swing at you. What's your armor class?
16.
16, and he's gonna hit you.
I didn't think about your armor.
Ow!
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and he's raring to hit you again. Your turn.
I'm gonna back down and be like, I'm sorry! I thought I would heal her!
Okay, this is you here. No, this is you. He's still coming after you.
I'm gonna hide behind a field. I'm sorry! Call it off!
And your armor comes running up to you and stops, and it scooches to one side like it's gonna go around you.
Alright, okay, stop.
Yeah.
Then I turn around and smack you upside the head. What the hell were you thinking?
I thought it'd heal you!
It didn't! Ow!
I'm sorry!
Siblings.
Yes, okay. I'm sorry.
Sibling fights.
I'm gonna go put my armor back on so it doesn't kill you. Thank you.
So you're gonna do it right there, or you're gonna go back in the bathroom? Or in the bathing room?
I'll go back there. Does it follow me?
It does, it follows you. And
Probably
actually-
hands on his shoulder looking back.
Actually, what it does is it lets you get past it, and it watches her as it backs up.
What armor's doing this?
Maybe I should go smack that one and see what it does. I don't know, what is that armor doing? Has anybody kept track of it?
No, I'm
No.
like, no.
We
It's
haven't.
just hanging out there.
Yeah, you gonna go check it out, see what he's doing?
Yeah, sure.
I wanna see.
I want to see.
I wanna, okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna go
check.
in here and I wanna,
Follow.
I wanna do like
Gotta
some
be behind
practice
him.
moves with my quarterstaff and see if anything happens. Like, you know, like just,
No, nothing great happens. You flip it
Okay.
around a little bit.
yeah, I wanna tell him, stay back for a minute, I wanna see what it does.
You're gonna go pick
You-
another fight with
you
a suit of
guys come
armor?
in here and you see this suit of armor resting in the middle of the bed. It's got a pillow under its knees. It's got one behind its head, and it's just kind of.
Smack it?
We got prima donna armor.
Should I smack it?
Yes.
Did you not learn the first time?
That's true. Well, I've got you guys this time.
Maybe I'm gonna smack it with my staff.
I want to smack it with my staff and send it launching somewhere.
And you got a spear.
Okay, so I want to take my
That's
staff
what I
and
mean.
stamp it on the ground and see if anything happens.
Bounces off the step.
I'm gonna study it some more.
Okay.
Fine. I'm gonna walk out of the room.
Yeah.
In a
I,
huff.
I
Nat
just,
20
I
this
just want him
time.
to fight.
Apparently, I just needed to get smacked by my sister to know what I was doing. Thank you.
With an nat 20, you know that this is a conjuration staff. It's got a winged serpent on it.
I already knew that.
It seems like it's probably silver bladed wood of some sort, but you're familiar with it. You've looked it all over.
Nothing new.
How to engage the enchantment, you do not know.
So I learned nothing from my nat 20.
Not in this case.
We're wasting our energy.
At least
We
a
need to
nat,
go to
a nat
Wizards.
20 investigation. You've already investigated it as much as you can. So I mean, what do you
Well,
want?
with part of investigation, I would have been like.
Yeah, you
gonna do
play with it,
meditation
flip it
techniques
around.
and stuff.
Translation, we're not learning anything here. Let's get the night over with,
They
get our
can't
rest,
see
and
what
get the
it
hell out of
tastes
here.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you look at it?
Well, you said that if I spend like an hour.
No, it would be if we take a short rest to investigate a weapon, the dungeon master can give us information on it.
Then I've given you information on it.
That's all the information he's given us. Translation, we need to go find a place to get it identified.
Well, I need to heal up.
Or
a
get
bit,
in a fight and
so
just
Hope.
say random things and hope.
I
Yeah.
want to take a sip of that bottle of eternal water.
And it is the best sip of water you have ever had. It is clean and pure, and you feel revived.
Do I get any hit points back?
You know,
We'll get a full rest, we'll get them back.
I've taken 12 points of damage total.
Full rest.
Oh.
Shouldn't have smacked it.
I thought
All
I
right.
would heal you.
Doug, we're going to take a rotation, 3 shifts,
okay.
get some rest for the night, get up, have a nice breakfast, and get the hell out of this place. What do you guys say?
You can cook us breakfast with your sword.
Yeah, I'm going to do the freezing some meat and put it in the bag of holding, and then I'll bounce some meat on the blade, see if I can't cook it.
There you go. Okay. So you guys take the night to get some sleep, and every once in a while, throughout the night, you hear the little goblin dude
Eating gold.
eating gold, and every once in a while you hear him belch and gold hit the floor, and then he goes back to eating.
We should probably have him do patrols. Get him away
I
from
wonder
the
if he
little-
needs to sleep.
I mean, wouldn't he?
I would tell no.
There's no rest for the undead.
No rest for the wicked.
If he needed to sleep, wouldn't he just do it?
I don't know. He didn't know if he needed to sleep.
Tell him to take a
Didn't
nap.
even-
Yeah, no. Can you?
He didn't know
Will you
what
take
he
it- will you
ate,
take a
so
nap?
he just knew what he didn't like.
He goes,
See if that helps. If that makes you feel better.
and you see his shoulders go down. He sits down on the gold and falls back, and
Just
seems
for
to
a
be
couple hours.
unconscious.
Oh, thank God, that was so annoying.
Okay.
So he has to be told everything. Maybe we can tell him to stop eating.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Definitely.
Morning time. Breakfast, everybody.
Well, I'm kind of like if he eat, the more gold he eats, the more he'll belch, and maybe we can use him like a really
That
big
whole-
coin purse.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're all loaded up with gold. Did you mark your gold up to 500?
No,
Mark your gold on your personal pouch up to 500.
500 more than I already had.
No, just 500.
Up to 500. That's 10 pounds worth of gold.
Oh,
Or is it, no, that's 5 pounds worth of
Because
gold.
I took 100 off can.
That's true.
Yeah, just get you up to 500.
Alright.
And then, did we want to put any gems or anything in the bag of holding?
Yes, let's
Yeah,
load
I
the
thought-
bag without any gems we can find the next morning, and then fill it with gold until it hits its max capacity.
Okay, so
Max capacity?
We can feed it to the
No.
goblin.
Well, because what if we find some other stuff?
Then we dump gold out, put other stuff in.
We feed the gold to.
I think what we need to do is go
no,
to
no.
that city or village or
But that's quite a ways away.
wherever it is. It's worth it, and then
Yeah,
buy
identify
another
spells
bag
that are
of holding.
spending.
Well, I don't think there's anything left in the village.
And identify spells are, they cost money to have done. So,
We got some.
okay, give me a perception check.
Everyone?
No, just for whoever's got the bag of holding.
No.
12.
Something's inside the bag of holding.
You
Yeah, it's one of the body parts.
you feel a thump coming from the bag of holding.
Guys,
Yeah.
the bag of holding is thumping.
Would that be the heart maybe that's inside there?
Yeah, the one of the
Oh,
Body
that, from that
parts.
chest, huh?
Yeah.
is in there. Actually,
That's why we get back to the forest. We go find the rest of those parts and then go back to the village.
Okay.
Hey, Alexis.
Right? She comes flying around. This is Alexis, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that says your.
This one's Alexis.
Yeah.
Alexis. Yes.
Do you have a carrying capacity?
No, not really.
So you could carry one of us.
I couldn't carry a person. I might could carry a pound or two.
Could two of you Jims haul what's his name around? If we tied a rope around him and
Argus?
Argus and attached a rope to you, could you
The
guys?
three of us together probably could not move him.
Three of you couldn't.
No, we're not packing this sword.
I was just trying to just checking. So I had an idea, but it's not. I wasn't sure if it would work.
Yeah, well,
Could a Vil and her big horse pack him?
Do you still have your big horse?
I haven't seen him for a while.
Try summoning it.
yeah, I say you know the summoning.
Do we want to go up the stairs in the bedroom, or do we just want to get out?
I'm thinking we want to get back to the forest. That's me.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm asking. I'm just clarifying.
I don't really want to summon
Because
him
you
in the
had
room.
said that you found the chest
Let's wait
from
till
that
we're
direction.
outside.
So I was wondering if we wanted to see if we could continue to go in that direction.
I'm open for suggestions. Do we want to go back to the pond and buy our way back to where we were at, or do we want to just go straight from here to wherever
There
that sense
was-
would lead me?
Oh yeah, that one goes down into the pond, huh?
Uh-huh. That.
That house.
Wow.
What do you
So many ideas here.
Choices.
I'd say we just go from here rather than
Okay.
making our way back to the bathhouse. See what we can do from here,
Yeah.
and use the bathhouse as a last resort.
I like that idea.
Okay, I'm on board with that. No, and I got that back too. Okay. To the
So there
stairs
was
it
The
is.
stairs in this
So,
room.
how much
Oh, we
gold
slept
can we
on-
fit in the bag of holding to max it out?
I don't even honestly actually know what all was in the bag of holding because I had never had it in my possession before.
You, everything that's
Can I
party
have my
loot
bag?
is on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I bet Figaro Paul can take this off.
I'll work on it later.
We can do an alcohol wipe on it.
Would you do a Sharpie?
No, it was a dry erase, not wet erase.
Oh,
Okay, so for the
I
party
know
loot,
alcohol takes a Sharpie off.
we had 3,956 gold pieces. The ritual spell book journal in black, for creating ghouls and ghasts.
Oh, so now we can create ghouls, ghasts, and zombies.
We have a cold elemental box still.
Carry that around the whole game.
I know we haven't done anything with it yet. Let's see. Oh, we no longer have the fancy box because that got left in the one painting. The necromancer box, that's the one that just the boom boom thing. We still have the ivory box with the white orb. I think we got rid of the blue and red. Oh, blue and red flying carpets. With the active word of Beazle Snitch. Okay, so the blue one is the one that we don't really, it's the like carpet of devouring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the red one is the flying.
Oh.
We have 5 Aarakocra feathers, 6,500 in gold in diamonds, 6,000 worth of gold in rubies, 1,000
Yeah,
in
we're
gold
rich.
in sapphire,
We won't be
Small.
next time we go into.
small chest of pearl necklaces, 2 short bows, 6 daggers, 2 quivers of arrows, portal plans, map of castle.
Oh
We
yeah.
could get rid of the.
Are these your daggers?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you. A bunch of food. 6
I don't think you need them
rations.
now.
So there's we have 6 rations worth of food, 2 water skins, and oh no, we gave the spear to Phoebe, so we don't have that anymore.
So we maybe have 50 pounds worth of stuff in there.
Oh, there's my other notes. I even put down open chest next game. So there was 2 gold bars, Wizard's Ink and Pen in white, black, red, blue, and green. 7 vials of gray stuff with labels for flying, healing, invisible, levitation, luck, speed, and teleport. So that's what's in our bag of holding.
So what was the
7 charms to go with those.
Justin, do you remember how
Yes,
much
she had
weight
charms,
gold
and I
is?
had
How much was weight?
Farms?
5 pounds.
That goes
For,
into the vials.
It was
And
like
then-
10.
Oh,
what
did
was
you?
it? 10. What did I say? 10 pound, 50 gold for 1 pound.
50.
Yeah, 50
50
gold
gold
for
per
one
pound.
That's
pound.
probably not book, but that's what we're going with for now.
I'm gonna
did
write it
you take
down.
the longbow? With the enchanted longbow?
It's in the bag of holding.
Okay, so we have the longbow in the bag. And the compass.
So how much per pound? 50?
So 50 gold per 1 pound.
We have the 2 bottles of eternal water.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We can fit a lot of gold in there.
we can fit a lot of gold in there.
2 healing potions.
I did the calculations that basically we've got 100 pounds worth of stuff, which that easily everything you've listed is under 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So just did right now, it can hold up to 500 pounds,
Okay.
which 500 pounds done on that math is 20,000 gold
But it's still the same
size.
size and
Yeah.
weight.
So we now have 23,956 gold.
Let's get that in there so when we go shopping we can spend it now
We
and
can
get all our
round that
stuff.
up to 24,000 gold.
Let's do that. Yep.
And we can get rid of the 1 map or whatever we'll get rid of.
Sounds good. Sound fair enough, Dungeon
Okay, so-
Master?
24,000 gold pieces?
Yep.
Okay.
And see those 2 bags on him? Just for him to eat so he doesn't get into ours. I basically get him food pouches.
Okay. We might be able to afford to get our stuff identified.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe.
And then maybe get a few more things to round out our characters so we're ready for whatever's next.
What time is it?
It's after 5. It is 5:26.
So yeah, we have
Take a break.
about
Okay.
33. Well, 30. We have about $37,000 worth of gold and gems.
So we're equivalently wealthy
Not
if we can
counting
find a
all-
place to spend it before we die.
Well, I'm just wondering how much does it cost to get an identify spell done?
Not counting what we're carrying
Because
as
we're looking-
ourselves,
Magic spell.
right?
It's usually 100 gold per item.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because we're each carrying 500 as well, aren't we?
Yep.
So
Okay. I was thinking I think I was adding a couple of zeros to that.
well, it costs 100 gold to cast identify on an item.
Sorry. Yeah.
So how much they charge us for that
Well,
is
the
still
last time I
questionable.
played, I want to say they charged me 3,000 just to cast the spell.
See, that would be depend on the thing because it costs them 100 gold. So it's going to cost minimum if they're being nice 100 gold per item. Most likely they'd be doubling that to help a friend out. So looking at 200 to 500 gold per item.
Yeah. And
So-
we've got a lot of items, and that's why I was like, we need some gold.
Yep.
Not because I'm being greedy, but because we want to know what our stuff is, and,
And
we need to
because
find somebody
He's
to
probably
identify
going to
it.
eat
Well,
half of it while we're sleeping.
When we go by and upgrading a few magical
Yeah,
items to
no.
help us out might be helpful too.
He doesn't know the word to get into the. He can't speak to say the word to get into the bag of holding. So he can't eat all of our gold.
I say I already hooked him up with 2 food bags to carry around with him to help him out a little bit too.
But
so.
not only
And,
that,
and we still
he's-
have the, hey, you can stop eating for a little while to
Yeah.
try.
All right, pause time.